What up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy 4th of July weekend. Tomorrow is 4th of July, Independence Day for us Americans. That means we're going to cook some good food. We're going to drink some ice cold, tasty alcoholic beverages, and we're going to blow lots of shit up.
Yes.
Why? Because that's how we do in America.
Because we can.
Anywho,
Ronald Swanson once said, history started on July 4th, 1776. Everything else before that doesn't matter.
Exactly. It is Wednesday. That means it's time for What the Fuck News. Half the team is here. Connor's just a plain old bitch and has no legs. And apparently Jarvis is having his period and going through a midlife crisis. I don't know. But there's no Jarvis, there's no Connor, but never fear. Your favorite duo is here. Jeff's in the building, and you guys know me. I was the head of the table last night, but you guys know me best as Glig.
And before you continue, this is something that you and I were talking about. We're going old school this week, buddy. It's just you and me, like back in the day.
Yeah, we went. We
little nostalgia.
Yeah,
nostalgia, if you will. So, strap in, folks.
Yeah, exactly. So, welcome to What the Fuck News. If it's in the news and it made us go what the fuck, it's probably going to make you go what the fuck, and we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to add our 2 cents, and our 2 cents will probably make you go, what the fuck makes these idiots think they're qualified to give us the news? Well, we're not.
Because we are.
Like the good little bitches that you
I have a microphone, and you do not.
Yes. I have a network and you do not. No, I'm just
exactly. Yeah. You just sit back and listen there, little boys and girls.
Yes. Put your seatbelt on. Enjoy the ride. It'll be a
fairy
little
tale creatures.
Yes. It'll be a little bit of a bumpy ride, but nonetheless, it'll be fun. Anywho, if you're not already, go ahead and check out the network. Speaking of the network, yes, we do have a podcast network. Not a network of channels, a network of shows. Starting out with Monday being Men Caring for Men. It's a men's mental health podcast. Tuesdays is this guy right here beside me, Jeff's Garage. He's hanging out. If it fits in the garage and it has a motor or it has something to do with tools, they're going to talk about
it. We're going to talk about it.
Or if you missed it last night.
See the tool we talked about yesterday? Everybody on the planet needs it.
I did.
Everybody on the planet needs it.
I'm going to bring that up here in a second once I get through this.
Go ahead.
If you missed last night's episodes, you can watch and listen to him and Benji, his co-host, talk about their dream she sheds. Yes, I said she sheds because apparently they're ladies.
Hey, I'll take a man cave she shed. I don't give a shit.
Is that a trans?
Yeah, I have a trans shed. Shed.
Or trans cave?
Maybe.
Yeah, you're cave. Yeah, you got a big old cave, don't you? Anyways, but Tuesday nights is Jeff's Garage. Wednesday nights is this show right here, What the Fuck News, where if it's in the news and it makes us say what the fuck, we're going to talk about it. Thursday nights is our guys over at Talking Shit, Mark and Brian. We did pre-record last night. We had a really good time. We did our wrestling picks for this coming weekend's Money in the Bank. We had a fun cast.
And somebody made their debut on the network.
Yeah, we had a fun cast. My wise man, Brett Heyman, joined us from the Good Real Hunting podcast. Bryce Tucker, VJV, if you will, joined us. Of course, Mark and Brian was there. I was there, the head of the table, the tribal chief, if you will. And last night we had a debut. We had a brand new participant in the podcast. And I will call him my right-hand man, if you will, as we're going with bloodline gimmick with me being the head of the table and my wise man. And I had my right-hand man beside me, Cash, my son. You guys have all seen him pop in and out throughout the shows. He made his debut on a podcast. And I just got to say, I'm not going to spoil anything, but watch it because proud dad.
Little man kept up, I heard.
Proud dad moment last night. And of course he had to tell his mama all about it. So she messaged me and she's like, I heard that Cash did the podcast with you guys last night. I was like, yeah. She said as soon as she picked him up, man, that's all he could talk about. Said he can't wait for the next one. I was so proud of him, and he had that.
Oh, next year, buddy. Next year.
No, next month.
Less is more.
Yeah, next month. Cash was awesome. Like I said, no spoilers. You guys are gonna have to watch it. Just know that Cash made his podcast debut and absolutely killed it. You'll have to see his performance tomorrow afternoon.
We're slowly retiring Click.
Yeah, right. Tomorrow afternoon, I think Brian or Mark, if that's you in here, you said 4 p.m. correct? You're going to air that tomorrow afternoon, so kind of midday before the fireworks, maybe during barbecuing. Go ahead and jump on the YouTube or Facebook and.
That's why you guys pre-record. I completely lose track of my dates some days.
Anyways, Friday nights is Glick's House of Music. I'm hanging out with musicians. We're talking about their career. We're getting to know them. We're just hanging out, having a good time. I won't be doing a show this Friday, but I'll be back on the 12th with a special show. I'm super excited for this one. Women Rock LA.
That's what it's called.
They will be joining me. Jules in the house. She'll be back. Bree, Mizzy, and Marley. They're doing a show on July 19th out in LA. We're gonna come. They're gonna come hang out with me on Glick's House of Music. We're gonna talk about the show and promote the show and all that fun stuff. Then Saturdays is Nonsensical Nonsense. It's the foundation show of this here network. The Nonsensical
building blocks.
Yes, as Jeff and I have said, we've been kicking it old school this week. Saturday night we did Nonsensical Nonsense for the first time in a long time. Just the two of us.
It's been like a year since we've done an episode.
But nonetheless, Nonsensical Nonsense, unhinged, unapologetic, comedy-based podcast. We're talking about anything and everything, and we throw a monkey wrench into the entire podcasting game. We call it the Open Door Challenge, and we drop the link in the chat. And we basically dare you guys to come on screen and hang out with us. If you'd like, love us or hate us, you can come out and hang out. All we ask is turn your camera on and put your pecker away. Keep it off screen. Yeah. Nobody wants to see it.
You can Donald Duck all you want. Just...
And then we round up the week with a new show, yet to be named, yet to have a debut date. I don't know what's going on with that one right now. But eventually we'll have a sports show on Sundays.
I'm as the non-sports guy, I think that's the most excited I am for a show.
Which is surprising because you are not sports.
Well, it's like I'm not going to watch it. But like I said, it is going to be hosted by Steven. I'm super excited for Steven. He's going to be, just like he did with his movie show. And I've said for years, a movie show is not easy.
No.
And where a sports thing, it's kind of like I did the business show and you were like, what are you doing? You're a car guy. Do a fucking car show. And I think that's the same thing with Steven. I can talk about business. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in cars, but I know a lot. And Steven's not an expert in movies, but he knows a lot. He's just not an expert. But with sports, the dude is like a fucking savant, man. So I'm excited for the kid. I say kid because he's still younger.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, all those shows Monday through Sunday on the Nonsensical Network. We are on all the social medias: Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We do shows live on YouTube, Twitch, X, and Facebook, so you can catch us live. If you can't catch us live or you miss an episode, you can listen anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at. We are everywhere on all the podcasting platforms. You can listen all at the Nonsensical Network, or as you see scrolling right down there at the bottom of your screen, follow us everywhere. bio.link/Nonsensical Network. All those links are right there. Easy for you to pick or click on. You know the deal. Follow, like, subscribe, and give us a share if you'd be so kind. We greatly appreciate that. Anywho, let's jump right on into it, shall we? Jeffrey, you were saying behind the scenes, we might as well go ahead and get right on into it. We were having a conversation Saturday.
Yeah, well, we had this conversation, near an argument, if you will. We were talking about dragons, and we mentioned the fact that we don't know how dragons mate. But we also said that dragons lay eggs, but chickens lay eggs, and we didn't know how chickens lay eggs. So, a little bit of research, sir. I'm on a list now. And I'm going to read this to you.
Did you
I'm gonna
Google chicken fucking?
No, I Googled how do chickens reproduce. So I'm on a list, but not a major list. So I'm going to
It's
read
not
this to
necessarily
you.
the news at this moment that makes me say,
I get it. I know.
It's just Jeff that makes me say, what the fuck?
It's
But
just
that's
Jeff's
every day.
search history. But I'm going to read this to you, and I'm going to fuck it up a lot. So bear with me.
Oh, big word.
The chicken mating process, otherwise known as the, I got to figure out how to say this. It's the local kiss.
Local kiss.
Well, as you know, a chicken has a cloaca. You know, that's where the eggs come out. Okay. Yeah. They got an asshole. They got all that stuff, but they got a cloaca. And this is how the process goes. So the rooster often employs a type of foreplay by prancing around the hen and clucking before mounting her. Transferring her sperm happens quickly. Sad for her already. Without penetration. Normally in the mammal mating, the cloaca or vent of the male and the female touch and sperms are exchanged. So basically they scissor like lesbians. So I was kind of like, you know what? I'm going to bring this up. You got to see this.
So
this
chickens don't actually fuck.
Exactly. You can't, that old saying is like, you fuck worse than a chicken. That's kind of a real thing because chickens don't actually fuck. This is the process right here. Chicken 101, chicken reproduction 101. The bitchin' chickens. I'm just saying. So, yeah. So just kind of clear up what we were talking about the other day. Donkey didn't actually do anything. He just kind of, there you go.
Yeah, but donkeys have sex.
Yeah, but Donkey fucked up a dragon, as we discussed.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
So did he, I still haven't figured out how Donkey and the dragon have done it. I'm still looking that up. Yes,
it's like a Wawa and a Doberman. How's that happen?
Yeah, well, that too. But yeah, I figured, I looked that up and I was like, that's kind of interesting. I did not know that. Growing up on a farm, having chickens, had no fucking clue.
I just thought it just happened. I thought
I always thought like and I don't know why I thought this, but I originally thought that the hen would lay eggs and then the rooster would come over and all over the eggs and then there you go. But apparently I was wrong.
I don't know what the term is. I just figured chickens were able to reproduce on their own.
Yeah. I had that theory as well. So apparently we were both wrong. So we learned something today on What the Fuck News. There you go.
Thanks, Bill Nye the Science Guy. You fucking nerd.
I'm just saying. Chickens are the lesbians of the animal world because all they do is they just scissor.
They just rub holes.
Yeah, they rub holes together. I'm not saying I'm going to watch that video, but I'll watch the lesbian.
You already have, I'm assuming.
Well, no, I didn't see a video. But speaking of reproduction.
If there was a video.
Oh, trust me, I've looked. So speaking of reproduction, I have a small video clip, and then I have a question for you. I found this today. The wife and I are talking on the phone today, and we're both on TikTok at the same time, like fucking morons. And we're sending videos back. Oh my gosh, you got to see this. So she sent this, and I saw it the other day, and then she sent it, and I actually watched it. And I have so many questions. And this is a subject that could technically happen to you, buddy. So I'm going to play this little clip. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's like 1:58, but you'll kind of get the gist. Here we go.
99.9% related.
Non? Ma'am, you're
non or related? No, ma'am. That you guys are biologically related.
Who the fuck? Oh, I should have known. We from Alabama. That's all we got to say. Somebody lying. Somebody lying. My mama, your mama, my daddy, your daddy. Somebody lying. Well, obviously we needed to because we wasn't gonna find out that we was hunching sisters.
Baby, we can't tell nobody.
Baby, we might as well say we from Alabama.
Baby, we cannot tell nobody.
Sweet home Alabama. The nose, okay. The nose is a little similar. The eyes, okay. The eyes, okay. This it's the skin color.
So I'll save you the entire video. Basically, these girls have been dating for 5 years. And the girl in the black shirt there, she actually did a cheek swab on her girlfriend and sent it into to DNA test. Turns out they're related. And one of the questions they bring up is, what do we do now? Do we break up? Do we keep going? Because we've been dating and smashing for 5 years. So my question to you, sir,
Sounds like
God forbid, you and Nikki do that 43andMe or whatever, and you find out you're related. What do you do? I mean, it's a moral conundrum. Yeah, you do a Joe Dirt, like, I'm your sister, I'm your sister. You know, I don't know what you would do in that situation. Do you break up? It's been 5 years. Now, I know you and Nikki haven't been together for 5 years.
But know what they did, because I mean it's been 5 years. It's
I mean, it's water under the bridge, and it's let's be honest. It's not like they're going to get pregnant from each other.
you know,
They are female.
well, yeah. And in all honesty, the damage is done.
Agreed. So do you keep going?
Why would you? What possessed you to do it? Was she trying to do a 23andMe or?
I think it was. I
want to know what the purpose was of the DNA test.
Well, she says at one point in the video, and it's almost at the end. She's like, "We just look too similar." So she basically said all black people look alike. She said it, not me. But she said we look too similar. We got same nose, same eyes. Yeah, you heard it. So she did the DNA test. Now, I'm sorry, I don't want to know. I don't want to know if I'm related to my wife or not. But once you get married, you're already related. So it's.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Do you break up? You just not tell anybody?
After 5 years, like the damage is done, man. Like whatever's going to happen has already happened after 5 years.
Well, those two are not in danger of hurting each other. You know, the main thing when it comes to incest, it's about the next generation that comes from that incest. I'm sorry, I know the LGBTQ alphabet warrior is going to get me for this, but they're not going to get pregnant. They're chickens.
Well, yeah, I mean they don't have the proper equipment to impregnate one another.
Agreed. But I mean, there is a stigma behind fucking your sister. But
yeah, I mean, I guess there's also how are they related? Are they like fourth cousins?
That's the other thing. It's like because you and I both know people that have married like third, fourth, fifth cousins. So it's not it's not like they knew. It was like we were hanging out at the family reunion and decided, how you doing? It just happens. You run into people, we've also heard the stories of long lost siblings finding each other and have this unbreakable bond of they have to be together. And it turns out they're married or they're brother and sister. I saw a story about that several years ago. So, but in your situation, let's say you and Nikki, at this age, you've been dating for 5 years or you've been married for 5 years. What do you do, buddy? You just shut the fuck up, don't tell nobody? Again, and then behind closed doors, I'm like, come on, sis, let's go do this.
Yeah, I think it honestly just depends on the relation. Yeah. Like I don't think that
because they asked the question at the end of the video. What do we do?
Knowing how some men are, not putting color into the equation, just knowing how some men are, and they're literally sticking their dicks in their Jeffrey. If it's breathing and it's got a hole, you're sticking your dick in it. So, if
you sound jealous.
And they were sisters, I mean, obviously you gotta, if you're like next to kin, you gotta, as much as it would probably, suck, because obviously you've been in a relationship for 5 years and you're in love with each other, but if you're like next to fucking kin, if you're sisters, yeah, well,
Boy, sisters is one thing, but not like 10th cousins, fourth removed. Who gives a fuck, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you do that 23andMe, and it sends you relatives that you didn't know that were relatives. There could be some guy out in California that's like a eighth cousin. Like, oh, okay, we just share the same bloodline somehow, some way.
Yeah, exactly.
But
there's a small circle here somewhere in the tree.
Yeah, it's not like I'm dating my cousin and we find out, oh shit, we're cousins. Your mom is my aunt, and
yeah, you want to go knock one out now? Yeah. That's a different story. But
I think it depends on how close the relationship, like how close you are related. And if it is one of those like third, fourth cousin things or some shit like that, just keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't go on the goddamn internet. And, well, granted, the video is fake anyways. I'm going to go ahead and call fake.
I am too. I'm going to call fake because even though, they do have similar noses and stuff, but at the end of the day, and I was telling this to Tanya today, I was like, this just sounds like fucking satire.
What's up, love it? Yeah.
It's like, oh, look, I'm getting a phone call. Turn the fucking camera on.
Yeah. Oh, the DNA place is calling.
Yeah.
Maury Povich is calling.
Yeah, exactly.
The DNA test just came back. You are sisters.
and I agree. I agree. If you're like 10th cousins, four times removed, you just shut the fuck up and don't tell nobody.
Or you date out of your area, like I do.
Yeah. You nailed that one.
A minimal of 3 hours away.
Yeah. Or you do like me and you move to another country.
or like she said, sweet home Alabama.
Hey, that's what I said. You
Alabama,
sell that SUV. Yeah. You sell the SUV, you buy a '69 Dodge Charger, paint the fucker orange, and call it a day.
Yeah, you move that. Yeah, you move to Alabama. You become a Roll Tide fan.
Yeah,
and you just stay banging your.
And you fit right in. Fit right in. But I find that funny.
Then you create a whole new generation of inbred fucktards.
Well, once again, they're not in any danger of creating multiples.
Well,
unless they find a brother.
Yeah, yes, and
hey, look, we got a brother. Let's continue this.
They date him for 5 years and go, oh shit, you're our brother.
It's just an endless cycle with these two. Everybody they meet, they're somehow related.
There is ways for women to obviously get pregnant without a penis. But I mean,
but it's not the same DNA. It's not like if you and I wanted to have a kid together, it's not like we can mix up our DNA and create a kid with some rando chick to carry it.
At this point, you probably almost can.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I haven't heard anything about it.
Well, it's funny that we bring it up. Not to go on to the subject of last night, but we did the Money in the Bank picks last night on Talking Shit.
Right.
And one of the wrestlers, Braun Breaker, is the son of legendary Hall of Famer Rick Steiner. I know you used to watch a little bit of wrestling back in the day. The Steiner,
very, very little.
Rick and Scott Steiner. Rick was the dog-faced gremlin. They were out of the University of Michigan. They were like wrestlers. If you've seen them, you might know who they were.
Right, exactly.
Rick's son is a genetic freak.
Clone.
Like if you took the DNA from Rick and the DNA from Scott and put it together and put it in one woman, and then she had that baby, it's Braun Breaker.
Okay.
He's got the size of because
it's 2024. They could have just cloned the motherfucker.
Scott was the bigger of the two, but he's got the size of Scott. He's got the athleticism of Rick, and he's just an absolute fucking freak of nature. So I mean, maybe we can,
Hey, it's science, and we are not scientists. Let's be honest. Yeah. I'm just saying, I if this is real, I feel for the girls. I really do. Because if you're dating somebody for 5 years, it's not just a fling.
No. Well, again, that raises the question. I don't know what I would do. I mean, like I said, if it was like
until you're in that situation, you don't know what to do.
Yeah, next of kin, I'm out. I'm sorry. I mean, it sucks. Obviously, we know we family. I'm not my, I'm still
See
gonna
at the
love you,
family
but
reunion.
I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to. If find out Nikki's like my long lost sister, I'd be like, oh, oh man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you find out you're related to Nikki,
No wonder we connected so well in the bed. It's like we were brother and sister.
Yeah. You just get her to do the what's her name? What's the chick's name from Joe Dirt? I'm your sister. I'm your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have her learn that phrase.
Yeah, no. Like I said, next to kin, you got to break it off. If it's a distant relative or something like that, I guess you just keep your mouth fucking shut and don't.
And that's the other thing. Like, God forbid they are sisters. They're not hurting anybody. Just shut the fuck up.
There is
delete the video.
You only have the inner turmoil that you have to deal with,
which could destroy the relationship right there. But if you're both into it and you talk about it, I mean, that's first and foremost. They're going to have a talk.
It's going to really change the dynamic at family reunions. Yeah. I seen you looking at Aunt Juanifa like that. What the fuck?
Hey, if she's anything like you, I'd be good. Shut the fuck up. Just saying.
Sister fucker.
Can you imagine that? Well, yeah. The arguments, they're just like, yeah, well, you fucked your sister. You are my sister. Well, still a valid point, bitch.
You fucked your sister. No, you fucked your sister.
Let's go fuck. Okay.
Wow.
If it'll end this argument, I'm just saying it's a weird, once again, it's 2024. I'm not judging, but I'm a little judgy.
I'm not judging. I'm just curious to know where this goes.
I wish I could follow them because it's like
beer, steaks, tits, in America, baby. Fair enough, Cameron. Facts on facts on facts.
This is like somebody reposted this, so I don't have the actual account to follow because I kind of want to know more. I want to contact them, like, hey, is this you guys fucking around, or is this real?
Well, in all honesty, it wouldn't be that hard to backtrack and.
Oh, I'm sure it wouldn't, but that sounds like a lot of work, and I don't want to do it. Well, speaking of siblings, I got another story, and we've all played this game. You know the game Floor is Lava.
Yeah, floor is lava.
As we're kids, don't touch the floor. You're lava. You'll burn. Well, a mom, and I got to find out where she's from. I think she's in the UK.
Most of your news comes out of the UK.
It does, oddly enough. This is from the Mirror in the UK, so I'm assuming it's UK. But she posted something on Twitter, and she was playing the Floor is Lava with her kids, as you do, jumping from cushion to cushion, whatever. And apparently she did a move that, quote unquote, traumatized her kids. Now, this is Floor is Lava. We're playing imaginary. So I'm going to read you her tweet, and I want you to react.
She fell into the lava, didn't she?
Well, apparently, when you're playing the Floor is Lava with your children, it is bad form to lay on the floor and allow the lava to consume you. I know now. She's like, fuck it, I quit. And apparently her kids don't want to play no more. I call that a win for the furniture.
Yeah.
Because if you got heavy kids, they'll break the couch from jumping from the coffee table, or vice versa. But apparently that's not the move you want to play. But if I ever play Floor is Lava with my kids, I'm going to play. I'm going to do that.
The other side note on that is when you play the Floor is Lava and you let the lava consume you, then you get to come back as the lava
monster
and body slam your kids.
I call that a win. I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
I'm in.
But you scream in pain on the floor because the lava's consuming you. You traumatize your kids, And then
But
you're like,
apparently,
then you come back as the lava monster, so you've already mentally traumatized them, and then you get to physically abuse them because you're a monster.
exactly.
So
Well, the internet is calling her a terrible influence to her kids, and that this is a terrible thing, and it's not a winning strategy. I'm sorry, I died. I won't have to play no more.
I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I can't tell you how many times, like even
How wussy are her kids
even my
that they're traumatized because mom got consumed by the lava?
even my kids have fallen in the lava and died before.
Or
I've
you pushed them.
sacrificed my kids to the lava.
Oh, 100%. That's like number one move.
Yeah. You know, I mean, like that's all part of the game. Sometimes you slip when you go to move from the table to the couch and you fall in. You know,
land on your kid, you safe.
I do have to say, yeah. What kind of fucking pussy kids are you raising?
Yeah, well, you're UK kids, so
yeah, it's just yeah, exactly, love it. It's just imagination.
Exactly. How good is her acting that her kids are traumatized?
Again, I'm
just saying, Meryl Streep over here needs to calm the fuck down.
She went and got boiling water and threw it on herself.
Yeah, she's method as fuck, boy.
Rolling around on the floor. No, Mama's dying. Save me.
Call 911. I'm kidding. Don't do it. Well, speaking of death, sir, I have a theme here. I have a funeral home staff releases dead woman to find out she's actually breathing. So she's actually breathing. So a 74-year-old woman was pronounced dead in hospice care, and they sent her to the funeral home, and the funeral home found out she was still breathing.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, that's kind of a. This is
Guess whose check didn't clear at hospice?
I didn't think about that. This is actually last month this happened. Constance Glantz, 74, thought to have died in a hospice in Nebraska. Shout out to Nebraska. Earlier that morning, she was transferred, and an undertaker was preparing her body for the funeral when he noticed she was still breathing. Emergency workers gave her CPR, and she was taken to the hospital where her condition was not made public. So they covered it up.
We're going to go ahead and say this one time for the family. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah. That was my grandma. If anybody wants to know, I'm what my check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's a major fuck up.
Hospital, that hospice facility is going to be dishing out some cash.
So the Love Funeral Home in Lincoln, Nebraska, is the one that made this discovery.
Is that Love's Funeral Home and Truck Stop?
No, it's called Birthris, Master, and Love Funeral Home. So it's like three people made one funeral home, like partnership
law firm.
Yeah, right. And it's in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm just saying somebody's gonna get sued.
Yeah, somebody's about to get a.
Police say there was no criminal intent by the nursing home staff, but the investigation is ongoing.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I get it. If you're sleeping really good, dude, I might think you're dead.
Well, I do stop breathing in my sleep thanks to sleep apnea. So
well, that too. So and let's be honest, 74 is not that old. So it's like, get a mirror, boy, put it up there.
Oh yeah, there's going to absolutely be investigation and all that crap. And
somebody's losing their job, boy. I'm telling you right now.
But I wish that I could say that this is not a very common thing to happen, but unfortunately,
yeah, it's 2024. It happens more often than not. Yeah,
around the world. You know how many times a story like this comes out? You know,
well, we've actually covered stories like this too.
Yeah, well, if it happens in some countries, like your country, then you guys think that Mother Guadalupe performed a miracle, and then then it's like fucking festivals for 2 weeks because
Hey,
dead
shout
came
out
back.
for the party people. I'm just saying. Well, I got one more for you, buddy. This was it took me a little while to figure out. Speaking of arrests, because as we know, somebody's going to lose their job over there. We're going to Russia here real quick. A Russian man is under anti-terror law. He's under arrest under anti-terror law after talking about philosophy of yoga.
Like yoga, like exercise.
Yes, 100% like yoga. So I can't name it. Your Veka law includes restrictions on religious groups and followings of non-traditional religions. A Russian yoga teacher has been arrested for illegal missionary activity under the controversial new law designed to combat terrorism. This guy's name, Jesus. Well, my screen doesn't really pixelate that well. This guy's last name is Yurgay.
How you're gay?
Yeah, it's Dmitry Yurgay. Is said to have fallen foul of the country's anti-terrorism measure dubbed the Big Brother Law, while given a talk about philosophy of yoga at St. Petersburg's festival. The computer programmer was arrested and charged with allegedly conducting illegal missionary activity, which is an offense under the so-called, whatever the name of this law is, that was brought this year. So basically he was like, hey man, yoga is good for you. It's it's good for the soul, it's good for the mind. But apparently you're not allowed to talk religion.
Yeah, I was gonna say talking religion in Russia is terrorist.
Well, it's like I think what he did he just kind of gathered a crowd around and he's like, hey, everybody come listen about yoga. It's fucking awesome. And everybody was like, no, it's not. Somebody call the cops. But he was giving a speech in this, at a festival, like how it starts out. Well, it doesn't happen to us, unfortunately. But you start talking to your buddy and somebody else is like, I got an opinion about that. And then it becomes this dude preaching to the crowd. And apparently he was talking about yoga, but under the law, you have to have you got to go to the church. You got to stay in a building. You can't just do it publicly. So apparently Russia, we can't go the nonsensical nonsense religion. We'll go to jail.
Well, we all know Russia's a little bit fucked up. Thank God we're American. Well, I'm American.
I mean, well, let's be honest. It's one of those weird things where if it happens somewhere, it'll eventually happen in the States. It's 2024. It's not that far of a stretch.
I don't foresee the American people letting. There's too many people that are not overly sensitive and overly woke.
Well, no, but the thing is this is an anti-terrorism thing. Look at what happened with 9/11, and they did the Patriot Act. That gave everybody immense fucking powers to they can detain you for 70 hours without representation because they call you a terrorist under the Patriot Act.
I mean, technically, we're terrorists.
Oh, we are 100%. I'm calling it now.
Blick's
address I'll put up in the chat just in case anybody wants to send SWAT.
We luck out because they use our podcast at Guantanamo Bay for
yeah.
torture
We are the
attacks.
anti-terrorism relief. But yeah, so
you're gonna talk. You're gonna listen to the Nonsensical Network.
Well, I mean, but let's be honest. If we go to Russia and we're talking about nonsensical nonsense and how great of a podcast it is, or what the fuck who's, and we gather a big enough crowd, they could be like, "You guys are fucking terrorists."
Goddamn right, I'm a terrorist.
And I'm about to take over your fucking country. Bring it on, Russians.
What up, Pooty Poo? Get your ass.
Well, and let's be honest. Out of all the places to go to jail, Russia's not one of them.
Yeah, no.
We all saw Scarlet. What was that? The Black Widow movie where dude was in that Russian prison. I'm just saying.
Gonna go to the gulag.
Go to the gulag. Well, you know, if you go to the gulag, you kill the other guy, you get out again. So you know, win's a win.
Sasquatch versus Putin in the main event.
There you go. I'd watch that, honestly. I will put that on the network, sir. I'm gonna work on getting that set up. You're gonna save the world from World War III just by beating up Putin. Talk about never having to buy a beer again.
It could be a handicap match. He can get that little Korean bastard too to help him. I'll fight them both.
I don't know. He'll Jackie Chan your ass, dude.
You know, just because he's Asian does not mean that he knows martial arts.
How do you know?
Because I have Asian
Well,
friends.
according to Kim Jong-un's people, he shot 18 holes and scored 18.
He also invented the internet.
Yeah, he did.
However, we have an idiot here in America.
Played 18. I shot 18. I'm giving up golf, boys. I'm too good.
Yeah. We also have an idiot here in the States that claims he invented the internet. His name's Al Gore.
Yeah, let's be honest. That is like the most outrageous claim you can do. I want to tell that to my kids. I created the internet.
Yeah.
And when they're like, no, I'm like, well, if Al Gore can say it, why can't I fucking say it? I discovered climate change too.
Yeah, prove it. Tell me it didn't.
Yeah.
I'll go make a Wikipedia page, and my Wikipedia page will say that I created it. And there's a lot of people.
That's what we do, dude. Let's go on to Wikipedia and change it to nonsensical nonsense. Created the internet.
Dude, why don't we create? That's what we should do. We should create a networked Wikipedia page and just put all kinds of outlandish bullshit in there.
like you know, when nonsensical nonsense looks at the sun looks away. You know, that's why we have night.
Did you know Glick once
was bitten by a king cobra, and after 3 days of agony pain, the king cobra died.
Did you know that once Glick ran into a burning orphanage and saved 500 orphans all in a single swoop? That was after he had to fight 2 polar bears to get into the orphanage.
I'm telling you, Wikipedia, watch out. Here we come.
You know there's people out there that live
people
and die
would
by
quote it on their podcasts.
Yeah. They live
Because
and die by
we
Wikipedia.
have people on this podcast that have quoted Wikipedia.
Yeah. They live and die by Wikipedia. So we should create a Wikipedia page and just put all kinds of nonsense on it. Or like
NASA never went to the moon. Nonsensical nonsense filmed it.
Yeah. Or tell our fans.
Backstage lot.
Tell our fans, hey, we got a Wikipedia page. Go put whatever you want on there.
I am fucking in. I know what I'm doing tonight. Grammarly, fire that bitch up. You're about to correct some spelling, boy. Oh, man, we should totally do that.
Scrolling through podcasts one time and they're reading our Wikipedia page. These guys are amazing. Listen to some of their...
They've never lost a fight. They once kicked Chuck Norris's ass. Who else could say that? Nobody.
Jeff and Mark once rode.
They actually were the second guy on the grassy knoll. They killed Kennedy. They admitted it. You see, this Jeff guy fucked an alien. I'm just saying.
That'd be probably about the most believable thing on there.
Fact. I'm just saying. It's I call it a win. I think we should totally do it. We'll give every one of us a login page. We just put different facts. We'll have like a fact sheet on our Wikipedia page.
Just one page, and then we can go.
Nonsensical nonsense founded Google, and they founded YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank them. Here's their link. Next thing you know, we got 14 million followers.
I wouldn't be mad at that. Monetization, here we come, baby.
The reason why Mr. Beast gives out so much money is because Nonsensical Nonsense funds him. They pay for it all.
You, for just $1 a day, can save puppies from being kicked in the river by Jeff.
Hey,
here's our Cash App.
Yeah. Guys, how did we get $1 billion? Well, Jeff had these puppies. And what can I say? People like puppies. The cats, they didn't like so much. We got more votes to kill them than we got money. So we switched them out for puppies.
Fucking cats.
Did you know that Nonsensical Nonsense killed Hitler? They're fucking world heroes, man.
Did you know that? Did you know that Glick not only beat up a bear, a kangaroo, but also kicked Boston's accent's ass?
How do you fight an accent? How do you fight an accent? I don't know. Ask Glick. He'll tell you. It's not easy, folks. You have to go around the world and give speeches on how you beat up an accent.
Glick is also the ruler of Canada. It's a little unknown fact that Canada is actually Glicklandia now. It's been Glicklandia for about the last 20 years because
there's a reason why hurricanes don't hit Ohio. It's not because they're so far in the land. It's because that's where Nonsensical Nonsense was founded. And the hurricanes are afraid.
Wow.
I'm gonna have fun with that.
I really want to go and create a fucking wiki page.
Right? Well, I saw something like Wiki's going to a subscription based.
Is it?
I think so. Wikipedia. I saw that the other day. It was like English. No, maybe not.
A lot of well, supposedly, I guess this is kind of news. Supposedly, here very soon, X is you're only going to be able to go live on X if you pay for a subscription.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So not only do you already have a bunch of assholes with a blue check because they bought one and they think they're important now with their 15 followers,
right?
But now you're gonna embrace the stupidity and people are gonna feel special because they pay $25 a month to go live on X. We won't. We will drop X in a heartbeat, but
without even thinking about it.
You know,
I'm just saying there is the right now on Wikipedia, Nonsensical Nonsense does not exist. And right here it says create a draft or submit a review.
Create the Nonsensical Network, not nonsense. The network, and then we can put each show in there. Then we just have a network page.
Let me see here. We could also create. I'm going to send you this link, buddy. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. In the chat, well, no, that's not. In the chat, I'm going to put the link, copy link address. Anybody wants to create the Nonsensical Network Wikipedia page, there you go. Create a way. Just make it be cool. Make it be really cool.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Why not? It's funny. Yeah, like somebody's going to actually spend
anybody can alter a page once it's created. But if we create the page, then it's our page. You're going to let somebody else create the page?
No, well, that's true.
Yeah, you big dummy.
Well, no, that's just a review. I have this is to create one, creation, a new redirect.
I'll put you in timeout on YouTube.
Yeah, that's fine, whatever. I don't know. The problem is like just to create a page is like a lot of work.
It's really not though.
Could be. I'll play with it, see what I can do.
Jesus Christ, I'll do it in 5 minutes tomorrow.
Okay. That way, everybody, once you create it tomorrow, on let's say Monday, everybody use the link and do a review.
Oh. I will work on one this weekend.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome.
Because anybody can go and edit a Wikipedia page. But if we create it, then it's our page. That way some other jackass doesn't create a page for us.
Oh, okay.
And they
Understood.
have control over it.
I'm just saying.
Then we can't do anything. If they put in there that, they put in there like Jeff attends clan meetings on a regular, and Connor likes to touch little boys, and blah blah blah. Obviously, we don't want that kind of stuff out there, but it's funny.
Understood. But if it's cool stuff like me kicking Chuck Norris's ass, I'm in.
Oh, just a bunch of random fuckery. What's up, Leggy? Just a bunch of random fuckery. I'll work on one this weekend. I might have some free time at home this weekend. I'll work.
There you go.
I'll create it just so nobody does anything with it except for me.
Exactly.
For the social media. So
exactly. And I'll find a list of awesome things we've done. Like Jeff's Garage created the first car ever. Just so you know. You all owe him $1. Ooh, I created the seatbelt. I've saved billions of lives. Everybody owes me $1. There you go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anywho.
I'm just saying, if I make $1 billion, you won't be mad. Because of our Wikipedia post about me creating the world's first seatbelt.
I wouldn't be mad at $1 billion, but
I wouldn't either. Volvo didn't create the first seatbelt, by the way. It's Jonathan Tucker.
Save it for Tuesday. Jonathan Tucker sounds like a country singer or a football player.
I think his name is Jonathan Tucker.
He worked for Volvo.
No, he actually created the Tucker car.
I have no idea. I got no dog in this fight.
Tucker. Oh. So.
Oh yeah, no. We know people personally who live and die by Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Even when they're proven wrong.
Preston Tucker. Sorry.
By multiple sources, they will live and die by what Wikipedia says.
Oh my gosh. That's still second place. Preston Tucker created the first seatbelt.
Zeus, stop it. Fat ass. I have no idea.
That's second place.
We know people who used to be on this show that will live and die by fucking
Wikipedia. 100%. And it when those people start reading off our stats, they're like, this must be true. It's on Wikipedia. When did Glick fight a bear? I don't know, but he must have. It's on Wikipedia.
We could just photo edit me wearing a bear skin. like in the Hercules movie with The Rock where he walked into the cave and he had the lion skin on.
I'm just saying a win is a win, buddy. Yeah, a win is a win.
Glory with the bear skin on, like yeah.
Oh.
If it was a seatbelt, it was called a seatbelt or a safety harness of some point.
They were actually called lap belts.
I'm gonna strangle this dog.
But the big three said that just makes the car sound unsafe. 1948. Preston Tucker. 48 Torpedo.
I don't know either way. I don't care. I don't wear one anyways.
Yeah.
Man.
So you're the only person on the planet that doesn't owe me $1 for creating the.
I don't think I'm the only person on the planet. I remember back in the day being in the back of the station wagon and bag with my.
Well, let's be honest. Our parents used to cut the seatbelts out of the car to save weight.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I created it. Nobody created it before me, Leggy. I get the $1. I'll give you a quarter.
It's kind of like It's kind of like now there's laws about riding in the bed of trucks. Man, we used to ride everywhere around in the bed of trucks.
Oh, leaning up against the tailgate, throwing stuff out the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Doing the wind thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun game. You know, it's not like we had smartphones. This was our smartphone.
That was our entertainment in the car.
This is fucking awesome.
I'm gonna push the wind. Fucking.
You see how hard the rain hurts? I know. I'm glad I'm not on a motorcycle. This fucking hurts. What's that stop sign? Ow!
We'll find our own fucking entertainment in the cars. Yeah. We might be fucking hillbillies, but at least we have fun with life.
Yeah.
We enjoy life.
YOLO, baby. YOLO.
We enjoy every second of life, and we find things that other people might not find to be entertaining, but we are entertained by it. Let's go play in the woods.
Oh, yeah. Let's go play. Let's take our BB guns in the cornfield, shoot each other. It's awesome.
Paintball in the woods, BB gun wars, ride dirt bikes, ride 4-wheelers.
You don't need glasses. You'll be all right. It's just a BB. Put on the jean jacket. You'll be all right.
Go down to the creek and get some crawdads and lift rocks and catch crawdads and cook them up.
They are on their periods. That's where our other presenters are.
Connor is looking for his legs.
Yep. His Bluetooth device is not connecting to us.
Having a man period and maybe a borderline mental breakdown. I don't know. Hopefully he's okay, but I don't know.
I'm sorry. The rule is if you're going to have a mental breakdown, it has to happen on the air. So it's not allowed.
It's fun to have fun. Exactly, Brian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like kids today, they don't have fun like we did. Like my kid has a game on my phone where you shoot arrows at the other contestant and try to kill him. We used to do that in real life. Remember shooting the arrows straight up in the air and running from it? Yes. One of the dumbest things we ever fucking did, but it was fun.
It was a sad day when we lost little Timmy. He was a good friend. Poor
It
Timmy.
was funny though.
We laughed. It was funny.
I may have lost a foot.
The original lawn darts. Lawn darts with the metal.
Yeah, they banned those eventually, and probably because of us or people like us. I didn't even know you could still buy them.
Yeah, they got plastic ones, and I think Nerf made a line of so you got like the foam around the.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's
around the tip.
I miss the metal ones that had a spike on the end that was so sharp. If it
metal,
looked at a piece of paper,
we didn't play cornhole with beanbags. We played horseshoes with actual shoes we took off a horse a couple days ago.
Yeah. You ever been hit by a horseshoe? It's not fun.
Yeah.
If you're the guy to go get it, and they find one more.
Anywho's, let's take ourselves our first break of the night here real quick.
Yeah.
We come back. I got some news for you.
Ready.
Put your helmets. Put your special needs helmets on because I'm gonna make us all feel a little bit retarded. Just because
more than we already are.
Because people like this actually exist in the world. I do have a little bit of aluminum. No, they were metal.
They were steel.
Metal. You can.
And they'll go through a thigh bone. I'm just saying.
You could kill somebody with a lawn dart. We're gonna take a real quick break. We'll be back here in a few minutes. Since it's what the fuck news, I have no other reason to play this song other than the fact that I just think it's funny. Plus, it is Independence Day weekend, and all kinds of things going on, and I just find this entertaining. So it's all jokes, but jokes on woke, not Jason Aldean, but jokes on woke with their song "Go Woke, Go Bro." Shut up, Jeff.
Dear Bud Light, dear CMT, we were happy as can be till you caved and bent the knee. Good luck coming back from that. Just tell us, what were you thinking? Fucking with the can we were drinking. Trade all you want, you're still sinking down. Fuck Bud Light, fuck CMT, yeah, fuck Target and fuck Disney. These hypocritical woke liberals know they're never gonna learn. It seems they're calling me stupid, calling me dumb, driving this song to #1. Should've known it by now. Fuck around and find out you joke. Go broke. Fuck Ford, fuck Adidas, fuck Netflix too. Fuck Starbucks, Barbie, Whoopi and The View. Fuck Biden, Kamala, AOC. Fuck Snuffleupagus down on Sesame Street. Can't take it no more. Give me Trump 22-4. Sleepy Joe, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Fuck Bud Light, fuck CMT, yeah, fuck Target and fuck Disney. These hypocritical woke liberals know they're never gonna learn. It seems they're calling me stupid, calling me dumb, driving this song to #1. Should've known it by now. Fuck around and find out you joke. Go broke. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em all, fuck 'em all. Well, fuck Bud Light, fuck CMT. The silent majority will tell you with their wallet we didn't beat up Jussie Smollett. Fuck Bud Light, fuck CMT, yeah, fuck Target and fuck Disney. Damn all these miserable fucking liberals know they're never gonna learn. It seems they're calling me stupid, calling me dumb, driving this song to #1. Should've known it by now. Fuck around and find out you joke. Go broke. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em all, fuck 'em all, fuck 'em all. Go broke. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em all, fuck 'em all, fuck 'em all.
That song, I can't believe you played it.
Oh, yeah. America, baby. Woo! Beer, barbecue, and freedom. Let's go.
All right.
2-time World War champions. Let's go.
Yeah.
Anyways, the song,
Shuttle to the moon.
the song is so dumb. It just makes me laugh.
And it's mildly dated already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so fucking dumb. Like it's dumb and it's pointless, but it just makes me laugh. A lot of those dumb political songs, like I'm like, this is fucking stupid, whether it's from the left or the right. A lot of it's just fucking stupid, but it makes me chuckle. So, and I was slacking a little bit with it being 4th of July weekend and everything. I was wanting to have some like red, white, and blue patriotic style music planned, and I totally dropped the ball. But anywho, welcome back to What the Fuck News, everybody. He's Jeff. I'm Glick. The other two are MIA. Jeff, this is not only just a visual, but it's also an audio.
Sorry, I'm reading a message from BioLink. Look, you can add voice notes to your BioLink, buddy.
Yeah, that's old.
I just got it for the Jeff's Garage one. Sorry, my brain shut up.
But welcome back. The other two gentlemen that's normally with us, and I use that term very loosely when it comes to anybody on this network. They are not here. Connor's out searching for his lost legs, and as I said, I think Jarvis might be out buying a Lamborghini. I don't know. He's going through a midlife crisis. So
Hey.
Get a blue one though, Jarvis. Don't get a red one. Raises.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, red is so overdone in cars.
Actually, since you're in Minnesota, up there in southern Canada, get you a purple one for the Minnesota Vikings. The purple piece.
There you go. Paint it purple and yellow.
Yeah. Anywho, Jeff and I are here. I'm Glick. You guys know that. You know who we are by now. If you don't, well, nice to meet you, and hopefully you'll stick around for a little while.
Yeah. Fuck you,
If you're not
Seattle.
already, speaking of the network, we have a network of shows, not a network of channels, but an actual network of shows where we bring you 7 different shows throughout the week. All shows are live Monday through Sunday, so you can check us out live, or you can listen anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at. All at the Nonsensical Network. We also have all the social medias as well, so you guys can follow us there if you'd be so kind. All at the Nonsensical Network, or simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. And I think everything is fixed and correct, and I hope so, because I don't know what's going on, but it keeps fucking reverting back to the old stuff. And I have to go in there and keep an eye on it. It's a pain in the ass. But hopefully it's all fixed. So, like I said, give us a follow, give us a listen. If you'd be so kind, give us a share. Absolutely. Dumb songs are great for laughs. This isn't just makes me laugh. It's catchy.
I got a dumb song that you and I need to review one day. I need to send you a link to it because it's old as fuck. But every time I hear it, dude, I chuckle my ass.
Yeah, I like that old song by Dennis Leary. I'm an asshole.
Oh, I love that song.
I love it. I'm an asshole. Anyways,
You got Spotify, right?
what's that?
You got Spotify?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to send you the Spotify link to this song.
Okay. I don't use it for anything other than listening to other podcasts that I like. But anywho, welcome back to What the Fuck News. We're talking news. If it's in there and it makes us go, what the fuck? Well, maybe it'll make you say what the fuck as well. We're going to go ahead and continue.
Almost guaranteed, let's be honest.
Yeah, basically. Jeffrey, I got some doozies for you.
I'm ready, sir.
No penis tonight, though.
Oh,
No penis.
well, fuck, I'm out. I got to go. You know what? There's no penis.
No penises. I'm out. I quit. God damn it.
Fuck this job. I quit.
It's a requirement for what the fuck news. Click has to give us at least one penis story. I gave you 2 last week.
I feel ripped off. I'm offended. Hey, there he is.
What's up, Marlis? What's going on, brother? I just messaged you during break. Sorry, I've been busy the last couple of days at work. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I dropped the ball twice tonight. All right.
Damn, man.
You know,
You got one fucking job.
I'll see if I
One
can
job.
find a
Penis
for
story.
you. I'll see if I can find a penis story for you in the next break. All right, Jeff, calm down.
Right.
Anyways, kind of sad news, I guess. You know, Gen Xers like ourselves. You know, we grew up with old school MTV. This isn't so much what news.
Like
this
before, when they actually played music.
Yeah, like we grew up with actual MTV music videos and MTV Spring Break and
fuck yeah.
Well, one of the main staples for MTV, the music television network, if you will, is closing their doors.
Really?
And it will no longer be a part of MTV. MTV News. Remember Kurt Loder?
Oh,
that's where,
man.
you know, growing up as a teenager, that's where I got my news.
That's where we got our news because
Kurt
fuck
Loder,
the real news.
Yeah, and there was a couple other anchors on there, but Kurt Loder was the man. Like he was our
yeah, that was our only source of news because everything else
who was the ABC News nightly guy?
Tucker Carlson?
No, back in the day. Back when
you're talking about Cronkite. Walter Cronkite.
Like Cronkite. And there was another guy. I can't think of his fucking name right off the top of my head. But anyways, not only is MTV News basically shutting their doors down and going away, but all their old files and everything like that
are going with them.
Delete. As Matt Hardy says, delete.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
That's a bold move, buddy.
Erasing it from history.
That's a bold move.
Why?
No, you cannot go out until 3:00 in the morning. I already said no.
You tell them to shut up. There's a microphone. And
No, it's past curfew. You're not going. No, that's a bold move when it comes down to erasing footage like that. That's wow. Do you like? Why wouldn't you archive that shit? How much space could it actually take up?
Dude, you probably got 30, 40 years worth of.
Yeah, but
And Hannah and Nate are coming from Johnson.
I'm sure you can sell it to somebody.
I'll go pick up a little bit.
That's nostalgia, man. You know, you put it in a fucking
Some of the trash you don't
time
think about.
capsule.
No.
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy to think that they're just gonna kind of erase it out of here.
Control Alt Delete and get rid of it. That's fucked up.
But the sad thing about MTV, the sad thing about MTV, and I don't know, maybe it's, I don't know, I don't want to sound like the get off my lawn guy. You know what I mean?
I agree, but it's not the MTV we know.
It's not. They stopped playing music on there, music videos, and they have all these stupid ass goddamn reality shows. I was never big into Road Rules or
or what was the fucking Real World?
Yeah, Real World, Jersey Shore.
Never cared.
And then they had a whole fucking series where they dedicated and praised little girls for getting pregnant at 13 and made them all.
Yeah, let's be honest. And I'll say it. When they started going to reality TV and stuff like Pimp My Ride, that killed MTV right there. That's them jumping the shark. Let's be honest.
So radio didn't kill the video star?
No, MTV killed him. Reality TV show killed the radio. TV. Yeah.
The old school MTV was great, man. Like I said, back you get the breaking news, right?
Your favorite song, you get to see the music video. I get it. Nowadays, you can find any music video on fucking YouTube. But back then, we didn't have YouTube. You wanted to see your music video, you had to you did have Total Request Live on there. That wasn't terrible.
They had the old metal show on there.
Yeah, man.
A free Sunday with the rap show. I guess the first dose of reality television that we really seen on MTV would have been MTV Spring Break. I fucking loved watching MTV. I remember being in high school going, God damn, I want to go to Daytona Beach. So I've never been to Daytona.
Right? You didn't miss anything.
I remember being in high school going, man, I want to go to Daytona.
Well, the funny thing is, when I first moved here, like 2 days before I left, I'm watching MTV, and they had MTV Spring Break in Cancun, and I'm like, that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I got here, and I was like, yeah, it's not the same, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this spread the fuck out. This is bullshit.
Exactly.
But, I partook, but
I loved but yeah, no, I mean that's kind of a little another staple of our childhood
Can we add that to the death list? Because that's considered a death. I'm sorry.
I did. I added them to my list and I get 20 points for it.
No. I think we should share the points because at least you and me should share the points. Fuck Connor. Because we grew up on that shit. Like we saw MTV in the 80s.
I get 4 points and you get 1 point.
That makes us tied. I'm okay with that.
No. We're just gonna share in the morning of losing another iconic.
I think so.
But no, I think not really what the fuck news story, more just wow, that's
kind of fucked up story. That's just kind of crazy. Like I'm mildly sad now, dude. Tell me you got something to bring up my spirits. I'm looking for a stool and a rope. Jesus Christ.
You'll have to go borrow them from Jarvis.
What used? I'm just saying, dude, that's fucked up, man. I'm genuinely sad, man.
Right?
Poor Kurt Loder's out of a job. Just saying. But you know what? They replaced. You know what? MTV. I'm telling you now, you can replace it easily with What the Fuck News.
Yes.
I'm putting us up for the application right now. This is our audition tape, buddy.
All right. Well, I'm about to knock it out of the park with my next few stories here.
I'm ready.
Well, Jeff, how would you feel about one of your neighbors running around the neighborhood naked, yelling and screaming?
Well, I already do that. So.
Yeah, I figured that as much.
Wait, I have a question. Man or woman?
Man.
Oh, I'm out. I'm gonna shoot him with a BB gun.
Santa Monica, California. Man accused of terrorizing neighbors by defecating in public, hurling racial slurs, all while nude.
I applaud the nude part only because, like, that's ballsy. Because I know what I look like naked. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
You know.
A naked and
the
erratic,
racial slurs, that's a good way to get shot. Yeah, that's definitely the line.
Naked and erratic man has been wreaking havoc around his apartment building and leaving residents feeling terrified.
However, I do applaud shitting on your neighbor's lawn. I'm in. It's fertilizer. Relax. You got a shitty lawn.
According to the report, an unidentified man has been reported to have been roaming around nude at all hours at the apartment complex in Santa Monica. The man has said to have harassed other residents, shouted racial slurs at them, as well as other obscenities, in addition to trashing his apartment and defecating in public areas of the building.
Now I know where Connor is today.
Yeah.
He's figured it out, buddy. Gotta get used to those legs before surgery.
One lady said that she has seen things being thrown out of his apartment. Like he's just not literally, well, maybe literally.
I mean, he could be flinging shit. You don't know.
Like he's just, yeah,
like fuck this chair.
Yeah, it just chucks it out the fucking window.
I'm just saying, hey, you work an office job long enough. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Another witness said, I've seen him defecate in the parking stalls. Whatever he uses.
When you gotta go, when you gotta go.
Whatever he uses to wipe himself, he brings it throughout here, whatever that means. Another lady said he's called me. Another lady said he's called me slave, a bitch, the N-word.
Ouch.
And he told her that he was going to kill her.
But at the end of the day, naked is the only time you can really get away with it, because who wants to fight the naked guy?
Well, and this is where he should have been shot. This is a claim where he should have been shot. Apparently, and this has been going on for quite some time now. But Memorial Day weekend, apparently there was a report where he was touching himself inappropriately in front of the neighborhood pool. And you know who likes to go to the pools? The little kids in the neighborhood.
This is true.
So
I'm just saying we're eventually going to get a story where naked man is shot by pool.
Mm-hmm. And here's the crazy thing. Well, I would have shot him right there. I would have shot him right where he stood if he was sitting there yanking his crank in front of my kids at the pool.
Oh, 100%. I'm not going to fight him, but I'll beat him with a boulder. You know, just
apparently,
old school and stone him.
The complex management has done nothing about it. They've just been like, we don't see shit.
Hey, do you want to chase down a naked man? Because you're forever known as that guy that chased the naked dude.
Yeah, but I don't think he's like the greased up deaf guy from Family
Guy. I mean, maybe somebody got inspiration.
But no, I think what you do is get one of those, you know, the
cattle prods.
Yeah, like the
dude to catch wild dogs.
Yeah, catch him on that, and
I'll drag you where I want you to go, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get in there. No talking. Yeah, I'm sorry. Walmart sells BB guns, boys. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's they're
like $50.
And that's the other thing for me. I think, all right, crazy naked guy running around the neighborhood.
Why aren't the cops doing anything? I mean, if you and I walk down if you go out and get your newspaper naked, you will get caught with indecent exposure.
It's California. It's probably one of those things where they're like, oh, we have to catch him in the act, and they haven't caught him in the act.
Motherfucker's naked.
But me, if I got naked crazy guy running around my apartment complex, and he's just being naked crazy guy, he's not touching himself in front of the kids, which again, that's an automatic death sentence in my opinion. As soon as you involve the kids, I'm sorry, and that's just a hill I'm going to die on, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If you're a pedophile,
I'm with you.
weird towards kids and you're touching yourself in front of kids, that's an automatic death sentence, in my opinion. But if he's just weird, crazy, naked guy running around the neighborhood, shitting in the parking spots, and
I'm going to cheer him on a little bit until he shits in my
I'm
pocket.
going to go buy a paintball gun
or BB gun.
No, because the paintball gun would be so much funner because then he's going to run around looking like a rainbow leopard.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that, dude.
Yeah, I just fill the hopper full of a bunch of multicolored paintballs.
Yeah.
He's out there being.
Then he's the pride guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's instantly part of the LGBTQ. Just saying.
What up, Corey? How you doing, buddy? There's a crazy story in my town. Oh yeah, feel free to drop it.
Lay it on us. 14-year-old runs away or missing for 2 weeks. Damn.
I ran away once.
Back in Santa Monica. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Like, I want to be on the porch just chilling, and when naked
guy comes running, and you got the scope on it. You got to do that. You got to do that finger roll. That Matt McConaughey tells. What's her name in that movie?
Yeah, I'm lighting them up. All right, man.
Oh.
Send it over.
Like I said, make a game of it.
Yeah,
whoever hits the most wins.
You get your neighbors involved. All right, your blue team, your green team, your pink
team.
Whoever's
got him the most colors when he gets caught.
Yeah.
Wins. And everybody puts in like $20. So whoever's got the most colors on him wins. Like, I got 3/4 of his body covered in blue. I win.
Yeah.
give me the money.
No, exactly.
I'm not mad at that. However, devil's advocate, I give the man props for running around naked. I couldn't do it, dude. I don't even walk around I don't even get out of the shower and walk alone in the house. I don't walk from my shower to my bedroom naked because I've seen myself and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, but and here's the other thing. Here's the other side of this. Here's the other side of the coin that kind of makes me feel bad for him. Clearly,
he's got issues,
serious mental issues,
however,
or he's just,
if I look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club, I would walk around naked. That motherfucker was cut like you read about.
What was that movie that Bruce Willis was in? Where he was like riding a skateboard naked down the road. Yeah, I think it was a Tarantino film.
Really?
Yeah, he was like banging this young Samoan chick, and the brothers he's an investigator, and he was hired to find her. That's only one part of the movie.
No, I know.
And he was sleeping with her, and her like 4 big Samoan brothers show up, and he like jumps out the window, grabs his skateboard, and he's completely naked, just skateboarding down the road.
It's called Venice.
Yeah, Venice. There it is.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't think it is a Tarantino movie.
Well, just Once Upon a Time in Venice is what it's called.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Got it. And he's got a gun when he jumps out the window. So at one point, like his buddy who's a cop stops him, and he's like holds his hand up, and the camera pans around, and he's got like this 9mm clenched between his cheeks.
Yeah, but it's like Bruce Willis does it, and you're like, that's cool. You do it, you're just a weird guy on a skateboard with a gun in your ass. Well, there goes Glick. Skateboarding again. Fucking weirdo. Somebody give me my paintball gun. It's not a good look if you and I do it. Bruce Willis does it, you're like, you know what? That dude's cool. It's one of those things. It's like, naked dude walking down the street. I'm going the other direction. Like I don't cross the street. Like you know how when you see somebody, you're like, that's a scary dude. I'm across the street. I see the naked guy. I'm just turning around, and going home. Like I've never crossed the street for anybody. I'll walk past the biggest gang member you got. I don't care. But the naked dude, no, because he's gonna try to hug me or some shit. I just know.
I think just random naked guy going for a stroll. Like everything's calm, cool, collective, Weird guy. What the hell is he doing?
In California, though, you're just like
Crazy, erratic,
so it's
naked
Wednesday?
guy sitting all over the place. Running around being crazy, hurling racial slurs at people, and
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the balcony.
Hey, Bob.
I'm sitting on the
That's
balcony
just Bob.
with
Don't worry
a paintball
about it.
gun, just Jeff.
Yeah, I just
got him 15 more times. What's your count?
yeah.
Bob's out again. Hold on.
But I know, honestly, you're walking down the street, you see that, you don't go, well, I'm gonna just keep walking. There's got to be video of this dude.
I'm sure there
because
is.
nowadays, if you fucking trip, somebody's got a video of it somewhere.
I'm sure there is, but again, I'll save that for your algorithm.
No, I'm good. I'm good. No, because I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were walking and texting, and I was like, "Dude, you're gonna end up in a fountain." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You've seen that video of that chick that was walking through the mall, texting on her phone, and she ended up in the fucking fountain. That's gonna be you." He's like, "No, it's." I'm like, "That's what that bitch said," and she ended up in a fucking fountain.
It'll be fine. I seen a video. This is kind of what the fuck news is. Over in like Japan or China or Korea or some shit. There's this dude every evening. It was a quote unquote dude found an endless money hack. Every evening he goes and takes a snow shovel, gets in the local fountain after everybody's gone home and the stores are all closed. It's a tourist area. And just shovels all the money out into buckets, and then they've caught him on scene. But technically, I guess he's not doing anything illegal.
Really?
According to the article in the video, technically, he's not doing anything illegal.
Really?
And they said that like hundreds upon hundreds of tourists every day come and throw.
Well, it's like they're in. I think it's either in France or Venice. There's this giant fountain that everybody fucking throws coins in. And at the end of each week, they drain it. And they have a crew come in and clean it. Because if not, it would be filled with coins already.
Yeah.
Like thousands of dollars get thrown in there every day. Because it's like a wishing fountain or some shit like that. And I'm like, I wish they had that here because I would never be broke. I can leave here at 3:00 in the morning, go clean out a fountain. I got a wetsuit around here somewhere. Just saying. But yeah, I've seen that before. Like certain places that have those, it's illegal to get in there. They made it law. Like what's that fucking movie with Dak Shepard's wife? Or not Dak Shepard's wife. It's Mila Kunis, isn't it? Dak Shepard's in it.
I don't know.
Oh God, Danny DeVito's in it. No, I think it's Dak Shepard's wife. Oh my gosh.
So this is the story that Corey sent over. This is kind of fucking crazy. This is out in PA.
Please.
The dismembered remains found in June at a wildlife park.
When in Rome, that's what it's called.
Have been identified as those of a missing teen, and a man has been charged in the homicide in connection to the case, according to Pennsylvania State Police. Shut up, dog. They ain't even doing nothing out there. The man has been charged with criminal homicide in connection to the death of a 14-year-old. State Police said Wednesday that police took a report on June 25th for a missing 14-year-old who had not been seen since the 22nd. That same day, officers were dispatched to an area where dismembered remains were recovered. At that point, the case was turned over to Pennsylvania State Police. Over the next week, more dismembered remains were recovered at various locations around the lake, according to PSP. The coroner confirmed that the remains were those of the missing teen. And the coroner ruled the cause of death a sharp force trauma to the head and a manner of death homicide. Information
Sharp
Uh,
force?
like a
Sharp isn't like a knife? Yeah, I was going to say, would he use a machete? By the way, Brian, that is not Harrison Ford's ride. That's John Milner.
But
Harrison
social
Ford
media
drove the
records
55
and
Chevy.
video surveillance indicated that the teen walked to the area of the park and the canoe launch and stayed there for about 40 minutes, then made a phone call and waited to meet someone near the canoe launch. Police say surveillance video identified the suspect vehicle, and that same vehicle returned to Riverwalk apartments and showed a man later identified as blah, 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 struggling to carry a large duffel bag on the 24th. He made several trips out of his apartment carrying multiple bags and garbage bags. Positive preliminary tests for blood were discovered at multiple locations in the suspect's apartment, including under the bathroom flooring. The suspect was arrested Tuesday and charged with criminal homicide. He's being held without bond. Holy crap. There's no more details.
Damn.
Holy shit.
I'll way to leave it hanging, whatever news article that is.
Why don't you show that to Nikki? Because that is.
I was going to say, then that's like her backyard, man.
Yeah, it really is. They said that they met on the teen and the guy met on a dating app. And that the
fuck is a 14-year-old doing on a dating app?
I'll get to that later.
I was going to say, that's bad parent. Not that I'm blaming the parents.
Anyways, on a little bit lighter note.
Jesus, way to bring it down, Click. Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, you know what? We encourage the Chatters box to partake in the show and send that over. That's wild, though. So the teenage boy wanted to be a girl. Did the guy kill him because he thought he was meeting up with a 14-year-old girl? And then it was like, because it was a grown adult. And then, he's like, whoa, little girl, you got a penis.
Yeah, that's not cool, man. Not cool. I'm just saying that guy needs to be more woke. It's 2024.
People, no woke, no broke. Ah, nice, Brian. Nice. Where do I go from here?
Yeah, the only place we can go from here is up. Let me tell you.
Let's go mountain. Let's go mountain climbing.
I love mountain climbing. I won't do it. I like the idea.
Mount Everest was turned into fight night.
Nice.
Two couples were filmed fighting with each other at an observation deck in Tibet, allegedly to secure the best selfie spot while attempting to climb Mount Everest. I guess there's a spot on Mount Everest that is like the perfect selfie spot. You know, people line up to go to this observation deck and take selfies. So it's like, you know, common courtesy. Take your pictures, chop, move along, get thrown off the fucking mountain, whatever the case may be.
Yes.
The incident took place last week after a tour guide asked the group to pose together on the viewing platform next to Everest elevation measurement monument for a photo. The footage showed two couples, reportedly Chinese, arguing over who would get to stand where. So they
I'm not surprised this Asian dude's arguing about it.
Yeah, according to the video, the two men are seen punching each other while they wrestle on the floor. One of the women can be seen trying to pull one of the men away, while the other woman joined in and started kicking the other man.
Nice. That's a ride or die bitch right there, boy. Let me tell you.
I should have threw up our breaking news thing for that, Corey. I forgot we have a little breaking news banner. I gotta get breaking news music, but witnesses told local media that the couples disagreed on the best spot for the photo, and the argument escalated from a verbal spat to a brawl. Shortly after the Everest Border Police arrived and the scene broke up the fight, blah, blah, blah. It was not immediately clear if any of the people involved in the fight were injured. All four were taken into custody, though, and later tossed off the side of the mountain. So we'll never.
That's a hell of a selfie. You got black eye. I fucking got the first selfie. I'm sorry. Wait your fucking turn.
I think that's the best way to deal with criminal activity if you're the Mount Everest police is just like, all right, you fucked
Well,
up.
let
Kind of
them
like
do-
Yellowstone.
You guys
They
duke
take
it
them to
out.
the train station.
Yeah.
They take
Throw
them
'em off
to
the
a
fucking mountain.
they take them to an observation deck 2 and just see ya. People die every day here.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Wrong lever.
Did you see the video I sent you?
I don't know if I did.
I don't think you would have
Very
watched
possible.
it. There's a it's like a big tower and it goes over a river and you do it's not a bungee, it's a swing, and they harness you out hooked up to this rope, and then it swings you out, and they do it in the darkness. And this girl, and they got the guy who pulls the ripcord kind of thing, and this girl's like, pull the lever, Crunk, and he does it, and as she's falling, she's like, no. I was like, that's genius. I wouldn't have thought of that, but god damn it, that's genius.
I'll have to see if I can find it. Yeah, so local media reported that an investigation is being conducted into the case, and will be considered keeping legal procedures in mind. An update will be provided later. So we might have to pull a little reach around. I know one of them motherfuckers not back there whistling at me.
It's always me.
What's that?
It's me. I always.
Yeah, Austin's. They're gonna go watch fireworks, and they were gonna meet here. It sounded like somebody was whistling out there.
It was me. I was trying to get the dog.
Yeah,
Come back
sure.
here.
That's my excuse for everything. I was trying to get the dog.
I read a fat ass head. Don't roll over. Roll over.
Yes. What the fuck news is every Wednesday night. Monday night is Men Caring for Men. Tuesday nights is Jeff's Garage. Wednesday nights is What the Fuck News. Thursday nights is Talking Shit. Fridays is Glick's House of Music. Saturdays is Nonsensical Nonsense. And Sundays is a sports show that's still in the works that'll be hosted by Jaravishi. I know, I hate that. But you can go to YouTube, Corey. We're on YouTube. You can make a small window on YouTube. And we're on Twitch as well. Yeah, so we might have to come back to that story down the road and just kind of do a quick
a follow-up.
Quick little follow-up. I'm laughing at my own stories here. Actually, you know what? We'll do this one since we're over in old Sri Lanka.
Oh yeah,
Asia
it's somewhere in Asia.
I don't know. I don't know where it's at. Some other country. Jeffrey, let me ask you something real quick.
Sure.
Before I get to the story. If you're wandering along, like on a hiking trail or walking down the sidewalk or out on a boat, and there's a bottle of a mysterious liquid on the ground, are you going to pick it up and drink it?
Oh God, no. Because I've seen the videos of kids. I was that kid back in the 80s that would piss in a bottle and throw it out the window.
Appreciate you stopping by. I love it. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Yeah, exactly. You're not going to, over in Sri Lanka, at least 5 fishermen are dead after drinking contents of a bottle found at sea.
Isn't that kind of sea rule number 1? Don't drink the water that's coming in a floating bottle.
What's up, man? Welcome back. Right? Like,
yeah.
I gotta say, I'm with you, and I think most people with common sense are going to be on the same page with us. You're not going to see a mysterious bottle floating in the water or laying on the ground and pick it up and be
like, oh look, shit, vodka, we're good.
Yeah,
we're safe.
So yeah, at least 5 Sri Lankan fishermen have tragically lost their lives, and 3 more are in critical condition. 8.
When the first guy, like, I can see 8 dudes go, I dare you to fucking drink it.
Yeah.
But let's all take a fucking drink. I'm out, dude. No.
8
Guys are not friends.
8 fishermen on a boat. Like, oh, I wonder what's in that bottle floating out in the ocean. Oh, you guys want to drink it? Yeah, why not?
Now I could see you find the bottle, 8 of us are sitting around and you just accidentally pour it into our glasses as a fuck you joke. But that's a possibility.
I'm not going to pour a mysterious liquid that I don't know.
As a joke, yeah, that'd be funny.
No, not even as a joke. I mean, if we're all hanging out together and I find a bottle laying on the ground and I have no idea what's inside of it, I'm not going to be like, oh.
I would no, but that's what I think must have happened because it's not like they cracked open the bottle and was like, yeah, hey, it's good, try it.
Well, and again, I say people with common sense are not going to go, hey, this is a fun joke. I'm going to pour a drink for everybody. I don't know. It's not Jonestown. They're not drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. Or were they?
Maybe it's just not as. I bet you it's got to be like a cleanliness thing. Like Sri Lanka's so clean, they don't normally see shit like that.
I don't know anything about Sri Lanka.
I don't either.
Other than it's kind of a fun word to say.
It is.
Sri
But
Lanka.
isn't this the same? Isn't this the same place that we talked about during COVID, where cab drivers were growing vegetables on the roof of their cabs?
No, that was like Tokyo or some shit like that.
I thought it was India. I don't know.
Maybe it was India. I don't know. I don't remember. That was a long time ago, man.
Exactly.
But the Sri Lankan Navy recently reported that at least 5 fishermen had died after consuming an unknown liquid from bottles they found at sea, around 322 20 nautical miles from Tagali. Maybe I'm saying that right. A town on the southern coast of Sri Lanka. It's unclear how many of these mysterious bottles were found floating out at sea, but the Navy spokesperson told journalists that they contained some sort of alcohol.
Ah, there it is. Like, sunken treasure kind of thing. I get that. Like when Titanic went down, there was a bunch of champagne that never resurfaced, kind of thing.
Yeah,
but like floating, yeah, I'm out, dude.
The bottles were shared among the sailors of the fishing vessel named Devon. And before long, some of them started feeling sick. Despite receiving rudimentary assistance on the boat from Sri Lankan Navy medical personnel, at least 5 of the fishermen have died and the others are in critical condition. Unfortunately, the crew is believed to have shared these mysterious bottles with other boats. I hope those fishermen were not.
Bill Engvall said it best, buddy. You can't fix stupid.
You cannot fix stupid. Agreed. The tragic incident prompted protest in the coastal town of Tagali, where the families of the dead sailors blamed the Sri Lankan Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources for the incident, and those of the other fishermen called for them to be brought back to land to get proper treatment. Meanwhile, Sri Lankan authorities have been scrambling to prevent further deaths due to the mysterious bottles.
How can you blame the government?
Yeah, you can't
blame the government because you're stupid enough to drink from a floating bottle.
Yeah. 2 other sick fishermen believed to consume the toxic content of the bottles were taken aboard a Singaporean merchant ship and were given emergency treatment, but it is unclear how many bottles were originally found by the crew of the Devon and how many other people were shared to. The Navy has been making efforts to contact all ships the Devon's crew has interacted with since they set sail.
They're all fucking dead.
June 4th.
They're all fucking dead.
As of right now, authorities are still investigating the contents of the mysterious bottles in order to understand what is killing people who consume them. I don't know, poison, toxins, bacteria.
Yeah, I mean,
like, again, I say, normal, logical thinking people are not going to see a bottle floating in the water full of some mysterious liquid
and be like, who?
Or on the street or in the woods and be like, oh, I should drink this.
Yeah. By the way, Leggy, if you're still watching, and I found that clip, this bungee thing that I was talking about, it's in Scotland.
Oh, if you got this clip, go ahead and play it real quick.
Yeah, here. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but check this out.
Right. Ready? Hold the lever, Crump. Run, lever! Do you want a surprise or a countdown? Surprise!
I'm in, buddy.
There's
Let's
no
go do it.
way in hell. Fuck you.
They have ones that during daylight as well, if you prefer. I kind of like the idea of going out into nothingness. But she said, "Pull the lever, crunk." I saw that and I laughed. My kids and I, we love that movie. I may have seen it like 400,000 times. She said, "Pull the lever, crunk." Yeah, I'm kind of with you though. I'm kind of with you. My luck, I'll be the one asshole the rope breaks. Like I went bungee jumping once and it scared the shit out of me.
That'd be my lucky day. Hashtag worth it. fucking rope snaps. I don't see anything except the rope bounce back up and splat. Hey Jeff, it's not the fall that kills you, remember?
It's that sudden stop at the end. Fuck you!
Anyways, we'll take a little break a little early here, and then we'll come back. And I got a few more stories here, and we'll get through them and wrap up the show. I told you I got at least one patriotic song. All right, 4th of July-ish, red, white, and blue-ish. Our guys over at the Southern Outlaws band, they did a cover of Leonard Skinner's "Red, White, and Blue." Check out the Southern Outlaws band on all social media, wherever you stream music, at the Southern Outlaws band. Go show them some love. Let them know we sent you. Be greatly appreciated. They're a hell of a band, especially if you're a fan of the old school Southern rock. You'll like them. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. Here's their cover of "Red, White, and Blue."
We don't have no plastic LA friends. Ain't on the edge of no popular trend. Ain't never seen the inside that magazine GQ. We don't care if you're a lawyer or Texas old man. Some waitress busting ass at some liquor stand. You got soul, we ain't out people just like you. My head's turning white, neck's always been red. Collar's still blue, always been here, trying to sing the truth. Yeah, we've always been red, white, and blue. gave our lives, served this great country, what they complained about. We loved our families, we loved our kids. You know it's love that makes a man so rich. And that's where it's at. And if they don't like it, they can just get the hell out. My hair's turning white, neck's always been red, my collar's still blue. We've always been here, trying to sing the truth. Yeah, to say we've always been red, white, and blue. Now how about you? Red, white, and
That's a good song, man.
Hell yeah. The Southern Outlaws Band with their cover of Leonard Skinner's Red, White, and Blue. Probably one of my favorite Skinner songs, and they absolutely freaking killed that
Oh,
cover.
they knocked it out the park.
And Arliss has got a crazy story behind how they got permission to do that cover. Not only that, but they've never made a penny off of it because they donate every penny that they make off that song. Good guys, man. Go check out.
They're
Go-
better than
go
I
back.
am because
If you haven't already, go jump on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts at and play that episode of Glick's House of Music when I had the Southern Outlaws Band on there. Those guys were fun. It's a long one, but it was a fun show.
it was funny though.
Welcome back to What the Fuck News, everybody. He's Jeff. I'm Glick. We're half of the normal cast of of What the Fuck News, but we're the most important half at the end of the day.
Exactly. You know, the heads to their tails. I'm just saying.
Yes. At the end of the day, hopefully you guys are enjoying this show so far. We're talking about news that makes us say what the fuck, and if it makes us say what the fuck, more than likely you're going to say what the fuck as well. Go ahead and
Yeah,
check out
we're the crazy ones.
Go ahead and check out the rest of the network. We are on all the social medias: Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We also do shows Monday through Sunday on YouTube, Twitch, X, and Facebook. You can watch us live. You can jump in the chatters box, shoot your shit with us, interact with us. We love that. And you can listen to us anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at, all at the Nonsensical Network, or you can simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. It's scrolling right down there at the bottom of your screen, the entire show, just in case you forget where it is. You guys know the drill. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a listen, and if you'd be so kind, give us a share. We greatly appreciate that. What's going on, Hand of Seas? What's going on with you, man? God bless America. Amen to that. Simple Jack is in the building.
Hey, there he is.
I have an admission. This week, I almost got tired of winning. Hashtag Trump 2024. Then I slipped my Trump shoes on and looked up at the poll numbers and said, hell nah. Not
Is
on
it weird?
America.
I want a pair of those. I want a pair of those Trump shoes, dude.
So much more winning to come. USA, USA. Chewy. The better looking half. Amen. And not in a gay way. Benji, what's going on with you, brother?
It's
Seen
not
you
gay
alive
if you
earlier.
don't smile.
Benji coming, or not Benji, Simple Jack coming in on fire. Slipped on my Trump shoes and looked up at the poll numbers and said, hell nah. Not on America's birthday.
Exactly.
Anyways, we are back. We're talking what the fuck news. What are you doing over there, Jeff?
I'm actually trying to find the video. I have a video of me bungee jumping because everybody makes fun of me for it. Because, Chris, if you fell off something as high up to go bungee jumping, what do you do?
Shit my pants and die of a heart attack.
Well, besides that, you flail around trying to grab something. That's what I did.
I imagine I would look like if a manatee had arms and legs and it was stuck on its back on the beach. I imagine that's what I would look like.
No, because I remember seeing it. It's in my feed or my the Google photo album, but I just don't remember what it was. I know Tanya was pregnant with Michelle, so I'll find it later. But if I can find it, I'll show it to you guys one day. But
maybe
you
can find it by Saturday.
Like I'm not great with heights, and jumping off a perfectly good platform, like 3 stories up, is not natural. Just like jumping out of an airplane. I do the same thing every time I have to jump off something. I tell the person, push me, because I won't go. Mm. And so dude pushes me, and I do one of these all the way down. And then got made fun of forever. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't see you fuckers go up there.
I didn't see you sons of bitches do it.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, these are probably my 3 favorite stories of the night.
Oh, I'm ready.
We've talked about our feelings about squatters. People who, like the snowbirds down in Florida. They buy a property, they buy a house, and then they come back home for the summer.
I agree.
They go back down. Well, somebody squatted in their house, and then all this bullshit of squatter rights. And I don't think squatters should have rights.
I agree. I think you should be able to shoot them.
I don't know how many felonies or how many crimes were committed. B&E, vandalism,
trespassing.
I think if I show up at my vacation home and there's some dude on my couch going, "This is my house," and I go, "The deed says it's my house," bang.
Agreed.
Castle grounds or castle ruling, whatever it is. Hashtag stand my ground. Hashtag not today, motherfucker.
Hashtag fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Hashtag not on America's birthday, baby.
Yeah. Hashtag hollow point.
Hashtag Smith and Wesson. That's we as homeowners and whatnot, we lose our rights, and I think it's bullshit.
I agree
with these squatters. And I'm a firm believer that if somebody's in my house and they shouldn't be in their house, well, you're going out on your own 2 feet or you're going out in a body bag.
Agreed.
That's the option A or option B.
I think in Florida you might be able to get away with shooting them because it's Florida.
I think you would get away with it in Ohio too, because Ohio has stand your ground and the.
Well, I actually saw a story about this. This lady, she inherited some land. And she's like, "Oh, great! I'm set. I don't have to worry about my retirement. I can put something on there and get some income." Mm-hmm. Apparently, 24 RVs are parked there with a bunch of spotters, and I was like, "You know what? Stick of dynamite will fix that."
Right?
They'll leave.
Well, one man is being praised for hitting.
I read this story.
Hitting squatters with the old Uno reverse card. A man is being praised for playing squatters at their own game after they moved into his home and refused to leave, rather than dragging out their stay and force them to leave his home. The man has been hailed for outsmarting squatters. They took over his property and refused to budge. The man, who worked for a property management company, shared on Reddit how a tenant had permitted his friends to move into the house, and then they had stayed long enough to claim squatters' rights.
Okay.
Despite attempts to negotiate their departure, the group stubbornly insisted on taking the legal route. He wrote on Reddit, I worked for I worked for managed properties out of California where we were located. A tenant allowed friends to move in and then vacated after his friends had lived there for a while. We tried to negotiate. These douches decided they wanted us to go the legal route. Instead, we found the biggest son of a bitch we could hire. We have him fresh leased with his name on it, a 36 pack of Coors, pizza takeout, and keys, and he was instructed to sit on their couch, watch their TV, and get comfy. When the friend group returned home and discovered the stranger sitting on their sofa, they firmly told him to leave. However, he stood his ground and told them to call the police if they wished. He continued, he wasn't moving. He told them to go ahead and call the police. They did. The police told them that he was legally allowed to be there because tenants have stronger rights than owners in this area. They were out within a week while we paid him to be an absolute nuisance.
I'm in.
On the post, one user remarked, "This honestly sounds like a fun job." Like homeboy,
I'm in, dude.
Hired like me, the biggest asshole he could find.
Exactly. I'm like, hey, Glick, I got a job for you. It comes with beer.
Yeah, we got beer, we got pizza. Here's $1,500
and Sports Center.
Yeah, and here's $1,500. Get these motherfuckers out of my house. What do I got to do? Just be an ass. There. Cool. I'm in.
Not
so,
bad.
Another chimed in with a personal anecdote. The smelly tramp routine. A software house I worked in in the early 80s dealt with non-payers by having a colleague wear stinky clothes, sit in the client's lobby with an invoice, and refuse to leave until they paid. Just. I love it. I love the Uno reverse card, man. Pulled on.
That's and well, that's the thing. That's the squatters' rights thing. You have to be there like so many months, and the legal system is a fucking joke with this shit. And I get it. Nobody wants anybody to go homeless, but you're stealing.
You're stealing. You are breaking in to my property.
Yeah. You're trespassing.
Hey, Dickie and I have joked about that. We're just going to go find a mansion that nobody's been in a while.
Right?
Move in.
Fucking take it.
I can't believe the rights that squatters have. It's
ridiculous.
You go move in. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you spend in this economy, you spend $250 minimum $1,000 on a house, even if it's a fucking shithole, because for $250,000, that's a shithole.
Not always, depending on where you are.
Not in California,
dude.
Maybe
I don't
know
know if you've seen California lately, but like quote unquote Skid Row, you got all these homeless fentanyl addicts like right outside of these fucking $1 million condos. People are coming in and out of the garage and like these $400,000 cars, and the whole entire street is just lined up with homeless.
Well, people. And that's what I'm saying. You're driving a $400,000 car. You got $1 million place, and somebody just comes in and takes it, and you can't do shit. You know, I'd get really good insurance and burn the motherfucker down.
Yeah, like Simple Jack said, when you move in when they leave, you change the locks. What legal docs do they have to say you are squatting? Exactly. Call the cops. Tip, jizz in the ranch dressing. How are you defended if you don't have a lease and don't pay her? It's called squatter rights. Once you stayed in a place so long, if you're getting mail there, then you can claim residency.
And that's 30 days. It takes 30 days to change your mailing address.
I don't take that long. All I got to do is go out of the post office, put a forwarding address in, and then start having mails. All my mail is
mail yourself stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, and every state is different. On like Florida's starting to crack down on it. Big ups to Florida. Like they've had enough with it, man.
They don't fuck around.
They basically go people go in there and crack their fucking skulls, man.
Hey, I'm with it. That's the other job I want. I'll get them out.
No,
but once again, you get really good fire insurance and you burn that motherfucker down and blame it on the squatters.
There is that too. The average home price in the United States was $495,100. All right.
I love you.
Love you too. Have fun.
The
Be
second
careful.
quarter of 23. There you
I wonder
go.
why you lost. Maybe that's where
400
Conrad is tonight. We haven't even touched on that.
I mean,
Oh, man.
490. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, down in Florida, they're really starting to crack. Florida used to be really bad with squatters' rights. Now they're cracking down on them, and they're like basically saying, "Yeah, go in there, crack them in the fucking head with a ball bat."
am I wrong in saying Florida is the new Texas? Like Texas was always that they were like the kings of stand your ground. Now Florida's like, hold my beer, I got this. Hold my alligator while I rob this Wendy.
Florida is its own creature, its own entity. But they've been known for years for the whole stand your ground thing. Texas is just an open carry state where people think they're hard asses because they're from Texas.
Yeah, I know, I agree with
95% of the Texas.
Yeah, we're talking to you, Brian.
Yeah. 95% of the state is illegal immigrants from Mexico, so nobody cares about Texas. Calm down. Yeah, the takeaway: the average annual salary in the U.S. is $63,000, almost 60. It was 67. Yeah, it was. But check this out. Speaking of Florida being Florida, I seen a video. It was like the difference between the United States and Canada. And it was the cops in Canada. They're like, people are breaking into your homes because they want your cars. So just leave your
key fob next to the door.
Yeah. So, and then it goes to a clip of I believe Grady Judd down in Florida, the great Grady Judd down in Florida, or it might have been
the real champ. Let's be honest.
There's dude's a champ. Another sheriff out in Georgia, I think. I can't remember which one it was, but he was like, if somebody comes in your house, somebody breaks in your house,
shoot them. You won't be in trouble.
We like guns in America, and we encourage our residents to have guns, and we encourage our residents to know how to use those guns. And at the end of the day, you're going to be doing the taxpayers a favor and saving us a lot of money if you just shoot them. And don't worry, we'll come get them for you for free.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm like, you know what? That's that one advantage of living in Florida right there. I mean, the only advantage, really.
But a lot of states are going. I mean, Ohio has stand your ground now. We have the castle doctrine now, and I love that law because that is any property that is yours. So if somebody's in my car and I quote unquote bust a cap in their ass, it's justified because that is my personal property. And once you open that door and enter it, I have every right to protect it by any means necessary.
And I'm sorry, I'm not going to leave my key fob next to the door. I'm going to put it on the opposite side of the house. And as soon as you break in, Alexa starts playing Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, and the whole room turns red.
Yeah,
we're going to play a game.
You break in and hear that distinct sound of a bulldog. And I'm not talking of the four-legged animal.
Click, click.
I'm talking that semi.
Hey, you guys like Nirvana? Click, click, boom, baby.
I'm talking about that fucking semi-automatic 12-gauge shotgun that has a 20-round magazine on it.
I'm just saying, you got to be dumb to listen to Canadian law going, yeah, just leave your key fob by there. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I paid money for this fucking thing. I don't care if I got insurance or not. You want to take it, you better take me out first.
Simple J. Yeah, no, exactly. No, you ain't taking my shit. I might not have a big fancy house and a nice fancy car, but everything I've got, I've worked my ass.
Busted my ass for it, yeah.
And I'll bust my ass to keep it, or I'm gonna bust your ass. Like I said, we can play dealer's choice if you break in my house. Yeah, I got. I can start with old Smith & Wesson. I got a machete. I got a ball bat.
Well, it comes down to
fucking 8-pound belts.
I always tell somebody, I live by one philosophy. You break into my house, either you're going to die or I'm going to die, but somebody's dying tonight.
Exactly.
I may not be the biggest motherfucker in the world, but you try to take my shit, you're going to learn the phrase and fuck around and find out.
This is a great thing about having equalizers at your disposal.
Exactly. I got a machete that's almost 3 foot long. Let's play a game. And it's sharp as a motherfucker, boy. That thing looks at a piece of paper, it splits. I got a brand new fucking bench grinder. I'll sharpen out while I'm waiting for you. Come on in.
Yeah, exactly. You learn. I learned this from the cartel. Let me show you something.
Yeah, exactly.
Machete, 50-gallon drum.
Yeah, vat of acid. Let's play a game.
Yeah.
My neighbor learned that game. Just saying. I don't think anybody has the balls to break in my house anymore. Not after that.
Right?
They're like, yeah, let's not fuck with the little white guy.
Right?
He broke that motherfucker's arm.
Yeah. Anywho, big ups to the guy out in California for hitting squatters with the old Uno reverse card.
I've actually heard a story like that, that a guy actually started a service that he would do that.
Yeah, I'm down. New job. You know, hey, you want me to do what? Hell yeah, I'm in.
At the end of the day, that's a job that, like, it's not, it's recession proof, you know? 50 bucks a case of beer and all the pizza I can eat? Yeah.
I can travel. Well,
when do we fucking leave?
Florida, you know, a few months in the Carolinas, head out west, you know, whatever.
When do we leave?
Well, Jeffrey, I already know the answer to this question, but you in your younger days, were you a fan of, or did you ever have sexual relations in a vehicle?
Got kicked out of school for it, but okay, yeah.
A simple yes or no.
Yeah, I won't go into detail, but yeah.
Well,
I've had to replace some springs
sued.
in my day.
Yeah, Geico recently got sued. Geico car insurance?
Yeah, I know. But
easy enough a caveman can use.
Yeah.
A woman demands Geico to pay her $5.2 million after she gets an STD in her partner's car.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that lawsuit's going to get thrown out. I'm no law expert.
A federal appeals court on Wednesday heard arguments over whether car insurance should pay out benefits to a woman who caught a sexually transmitted disease from a policyholder in his insured vehicle. And
that's called bumper to bumper, baby.
Yeah. and Geico General Insurance Company versus MO, a Missouri woman claims that her partner, Martin Bronner, negligently infected her with the human papillomavirus, HPV, after they had sex in his 2014 Honda Genesis. She claims
if you're gonna have sex, you gotta have sex in a Honda. Okay.
She claims Bronner was aware he had HPV, but neglected to inform her before they had unprotected sex, resulting in past and
you're in a car. Go to a fucking pharmacy.
Yeah, it resulted in past and future medical expenses, and we got to always throw this one in: mental. Obviously, there's physical pain, but mental pain and suffering. Court documents state.
I'm sorry, that one right near there needs to. That's null and void. That needs to stop.
So
because it's unmeasurable.
So the claim was initially filed in February of 2021 against Bronner and his insurer, Maryland-based Geico, claiming she should be compensated for bodily injury under the insurance policy. Geico refused to pay the claim, arguing the injury did not occur in normal use of the automobile. In March of 2023, the U.S. District Judge Fernando Guyton Jr. gave a favorable ruling to Geico. Upon review of the parties' arguments, the court finds that consensual sexual relations inside a car do not constitute a use of the automobile within the meaning of the subject policy, the judge wrote in his decision.
I agree.
But the victim And Bronner appealed the Eighth Circuit to have the district court's decision reversed. The couple contends that the language of Bronner's insurance policy is so broad as to justify her bodily injury claims stemming from her HPV infection and subsequent development of brain cancer. The brief cites how a Missouri arbitrator awarded $5.2 million from Bronner after finding him liable for negligence.
So the guy that fucked her, or his insurance company?
No, they said that the Missouri arbitrator awarded the
arbitrator
victim from the guy and us and Geico after finding
the agent.
Yeah. Okay. The agency, the guy who gave her the HPV and Geico were liable to pay $5.2 million for negligence. The victim and Bronner engaged in sexual activity in Bronner's 2014 Honda Genesis at least once as of December of 2017. The victim claims that Bronner neglected, failed to tell her that he was infected with HPV and failed to use adequate protection to take proper precautions to prevent its transmission. So even
Stop fucking without a condom, dumbass.
Even if you're having consensual sex, all right, I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I don't care what the situation is. If you think you should choose protection, that should fall on both parties. It's not 100%. Just the man's. It's not just our responsibility, ladies, to have protection. Most cases, most guys who are responsible, we have it, whether we have anything or not. But if you want to use it, you have to speak up, and you should be just as responsible to.
I was saying, you're already in the fucking car. The pharmacy's right down the fucking road. Yeah. You can fuck in the back of the pharmacy parking lot if you want.
Yeah.
It takes 5 minutes.
But under Geico's policy, bodily injury means bodily injury to a person, including resulting sickness, disease, or death.
How much you want to bet if you check your Geico statement right now, your contract's been changed? Because that's a loophole a lot of people are going to try to exploit.
Yeah. The couple
I got pregnant because I fucked my dude in a fucking Escalade, and now I have this expense. I want $10 billion or $10 million. You know?
The couple asserted that since Bronner's insurance policy was issued in Kansas, any ambiguity in the policy should be decided in favor of the insureds according to the state law. If policy is ambiguous, the Kansas law requires it to be interpreted in favor of Bronner and coverage. Attorneys for Geico disagree. The auto policy does not cover liability for injury caused by the transmission of a sexually transmitted disease merely on the basis that a covered vehicle was used as shelter for or as the situs of sexual activity, Geico wrote in its brief.
I guarantee you, you get Geico now, they're going to have coverage for that.
Yeah.
They're going to have a loophole. That loophole's been closed.
Oh, yeah. So it goes on, 3-judge panel consisting of U.S. District Judges Stephen Colton, Michael Malloy, and Raymond Gruder heard these arguments in court Wednesday. This was this past Wednesday. The judges questioned the victim attorney, David Mayer, on whether his client argument would make Geico responsible for every unwanted pregnancy that might have occurred in an automobile. I don't believe
I've had sex in a lot of vehicles.
Yeah.
So, I have 2 kids because of it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't believe that that's the cause of action, but that's a good question. Mayer responded. He suggested that pregnancies may not be bodily injuries, but STDs. Nice. But STDs.
Put it in the trunk. Put it in the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I hate frivolous lawsuits like that. Take responsibility, bitch. You fucked a stranger.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, he was a dude. He's not going to risk getting laid. But hey, I might or might not have a weird disease, because let's be honest, not all guys are stand-up dudes.
So they went, but they went back and forth arguing the semantics,
A couple of years now.
and the this and the that. Her lawyer said this is bodily injury. This poor lady received cancer, and it's terrible. It's a bad situation. He said, Geico attorney Douglas Beck told the court insurance policy should only apply when using an automobile as an automobile for vehicular purposes. He pointed to case law in Kansas that denied people coverage for injuries that were not identifiable with normal use of auto. Of course, they're
What
going
if the car is driving down the road?
Well, it might be a different story.
Like you're driving and I'm forking somebody in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and I get her pregnant. I'm just saying, we can all clean up.
But they argued back and forth semantics and definitions and blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
well, everything's negotiable apparently.
Yeah, the arguments concluded. Right now, we're kind of at where do we go from here? Because there was no indication of when the panel may issue a decision.
Oh, so she hasn't been fully awarded the money.
Not yet. Well,
I don't think she should. I don't think she should.
I don't think she should either.
No. At the end of the day, close your legs, lady.
Yeah.
Just say no.
Just say no.
Stop fucking random dudes.
Well, I mean, there's nothing saying it was a random dude.
I get it.
Right now, there's no update on. But as of right now, she was awarded $5.2 million.
Really?
She's got brain cancer. She's gonna be dead in a few months. Just don't pay her.
Yeah. Well, here's my other thing. I wonder if that dude's premiums went up. Like after a car accident, your premiums go up?
I have a feeling it's safe to say that Geico probably dropped him.
Oh yeah. I actually have a little quickie story. Speaking of contracts, Chris, when you sign up for an app or you get something, do you read the terms of service all the way through?
Nobody does.
Well, you're kind of wrong. There is a lady that meticulously reads the terms of service. And I think it was last month, she was signing up for some thing, not an app or anything. It was like she had actual physical paperwork in front of her, and she's reading through the terms of service. And this company said, you know what? I wonder how many people, a couple months back, before they wrote up this contract for people to start signing, the guy writing it was like, I wonder who actually reads the terms of service. So they put something in the contract, very low, very far down, that was like fine print kind of thing, that if anybody reads this, email this email address, and you will receive a check of $10,000. And this lady was like, this company's been around for like 15, 20 years. And she's like, oh, somebody's done that already. She sends in the email, hey, I read in your terms of service that if I email this email saying I read the terms of service all the way through, and I get $10,000, they gave her a check for $10,000. I was kind of impressed with that. I was like, you know what? I'm not mad. $10,000 terms of service. So here's the article. When not reading the fine print can cost you your soul, it says. So this is a school teacher, Georgia high school teacher, Delane Andrews won $10,000 reward after she closely read the terms and conditions of a travel insurance policy she purchased for a trip to England. The Florida insurance company had inserted language promising the reward of the first person to email the company. We understood most customers don't actually read the contract in terms of service. So we said, I wonder who many people does. This company's been in business for 22 years with 22,000 plus people signing the terms of service. And she's just the only one in 22,000 plus that actually read the terms of service, and she got 10 grand.
Nice.
Hey, that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not going to read my terms of service. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Because I don't have 14 days every time I download a fucking app.
Yeah. We got one last real quick story here. We're gonna button it up a little early tonight.
That's good. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we're gonna button it up a little bit earlier. I got a dog that's freaking out here. It's 4th of July. They're gonna be setting off fireworks here in about 15 minutes or so. So I want to make sure I'm out of here and I can contend with her because she's already.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
She is literally up my ass right now. Anyways, so Jeff,
normal Wednesday. Yeah, go ahead.
You yeah, right. You know, and I've had them as well, but everybody's had a bad date from time to time.
Oh, good God, yes.
Just real quick, what's some of the things that you've done to get out of a date? Just like if you're, just a bad date and you're like, yeah, man, I'm not feeling it.
Oh, I've literally texted friends and be like, dude, call me. Tell me there's a fucking emergency. And they'll just call you, hey, this is me calling. Hey, oh my God, she's having the baby now, and I gotta go, my wife's pregnant. Trust me, they don't call back on that one. But shit like that, nothing crazy.
I faked diarrhea once.
Nice. I've never had anybody like climb out the window or anything.
I faked diarrhea once, and then about 2 hours later, heard a voice from behind me while I was at the bar with a couple buddies. Go, how's your stomach?
Well, this alcohol is helping.
Yeah. Wow, you're so much pretty after I've had 12.
You have the personality of a dead fish, by the way.
So much more pleasant after I've had 12 of these. Anyways.
You look prettier too, by the way.
Well,
how you doing?
a woman was arrested.
Oh.
After going to extreme lengths to get out of a date with a man she met online. A woman took to ghosting her date to the next level by calling 911 on him while she was at her doorstep, falsely reporting that he was threatening her. Samaya Thomas from North Liberty, Iowa, 18 years old, reportedly got cold feet just before meeting up with a man she matched with on a dating app. Instead of calling off the date altogether, she called authorities just after midnight. Who goes on a date at midnight, first and foremost?
Yeah, that's a booty call. That's not a date.
Just after midnight on June 16th and manufactured an outrageous story just to get him off her property. Thomas fabricated a tale telling authorities that the man at her doorstep was her abusive ex-boyfriend whose child she was pregnant with. She further claimed that he was threatening to hit, punch, kick, stab her over text, according to the affidavit. Yeah, there we go. Affidavit obtained by Law and Crime. She also claimed that she had known him for 2 years. She reported him threatening to cause harm to her, court documents said. Police encountered the man walking away from the location. According to reports, he told them he had just met Thomas a week prior on a dating app. Their communication then shifted from the app to text messaging. To support his claims, the man said, boom, here's the receipts. When police interviewed Thomas, officers said that she claimed to have known the man for 2 years. She also stated that she was pregnant, and this is not a good-looking woman, by the way. This is the beast of a woman. She also claimed to be pregnant with this child.
I can't go out. I got diarrhea. I just had bad clams or something. Jesus.
And that he had been abusive to her. Yeah, refusing to leave her alone. After repeated questioning, Thomas eventually confessed that she got cold feet. Just because she got cold feet and changed her mind. All you have to do is text the guy, hey, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. You're Sloth from the Goonies. I can't. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, and she, like I said, she's no catch. She confessed that she got cold feet, made the entire story up because she had second thoughts about the date and simply didn't want to go through with it. She also
And
told
let me
officers,
guess, basically nothing happened to her because she lied about a guy.
well, she was arrested. She told officers that she falsified the story because she didn't think officers would help her if she explained the real reason why she called it off. The unidentified man was held for over an hour after Thomas's false accusation. The woman was charged with 2 misdemeanor counts of false report of an indictable offense to the public entity and 1 count of false report 911 call and released on bail from the Johnson County Jail.
I'm sorry, that is a bitch you see. I mean, seriously, how hard is it to put your head through the mail slot and be like, yeah, I'm not feeling it, dude. I'm sick. My mother's sick. Make something up. You don't call a 911. That's a cunt move. That is a cunt.
Yeah, that is a bitch move. Whether you're male or female, that is a bitch move. And just fucking people grow up. Grow the fuck up, everybody, and put your big boy pants on and your big girl pants on and deal with life like an adult, like a grown up.
It's not that hard. He's not going to feel bad.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. Whatever.
Now you got a fucking criminal
We'll try
record.
again another week.
Yeah. Now you got a criminal record because you changed your mind at the last minute.
That's a cunt. Fuck her.
And that's one of those things that's going to be on your record. So when you go apply for a job and they do a background check and they're like, oh, she's a fucking liar. Yeah. I don't want her working here at my company.
Exactly. You're fucked. You just fucked yourself because you're too stupid to be like, I can't, dude. My grandmother's got COVID, or whatever. It could be made up. Hey, my bird flew away. I got to go get it. I got to go walk my cat. Whatever.
Gotta go walk my goldfish.
The old saying, I can't, I'm washing my hair. All right, I get it. We'll try again next month.
My cat fell in the fish tank and my goldfish are currently eating it. I have to save it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
However, you and me were like, can I get video of that? Because fuck this date. This would be awesome. I actually have a dating story I actually saw on TikTok. So, and this is real quick because I know you want to wrap up because fireworks are starting. But I saw this video the other day. This girl goes on a Tinder date, if you will. They didn't mention what app it was. She went on this Tinder date, and there's a new invention. It's been out for a couple of years. It's a cup condom, and it's basically a little cover that you put on your cup. Over
the lid,
and it's like a little lid with a hole for your straw. This guy sits down and he's like, "What the fuck is that?" She's like, "Oh, it's just in case, and he just goes, "Okay." It fucking bounces.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't drug her and do things. So I was just like, damn, that I wouldn't think of drugging anybody anyways. Maybe you, just because it would be funny. But I was like, I'm not going to do anything to you except for maybe draw on your face, permanent marker, and then move the country. But but it's like, dude was like flat out like, well, fuck you. You don't trust me?
Yeah.
It's an aspirin, bitch. Calm down. Yeah. It's a weird, fucked up world.
It is. No, exactly. That's a hell of an invention. That's the crazy thing, man. It's something that
it's sad that something like that has to exist.
Yeah, it's something that women have to truly worry about, and it's a sad thing. But you know what? Now we live in a day and age where it's not just women that have to worry about that. It's an unfortunate circumstance where men and women have to worry about that. I know women have had to worry about it a lot longer than men have, but nonetheless, that's a hell of an invention. You know?
I want one.
Yeah.
For the next time I go drinking with you, because my ass still hurts. I'm just saying.
I didn't even have to drug you.
No.
Just got out of the parking lot and you've been
saying, everybody wants seconds. Everybody wants seconds, dude.
I know. You can't quit.
You got to push away from the pie, buddy.
You can't quit me.
Stop going back to the fucking buffet after 3 trips.
You can't quit me. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that is news that made us say what the fuck. Hopefully it made you say what the fuck as well. We will see you next Wednesday night with a brand new episode of What the Fuck News. In the meantime, if you're not already, go follow the network. We have an actual network of shows here. where we have a show every night of the week. Monday night is Men Caring for Men. It's a men's mental health show. Tuesday night is Jeff's Garage. If it's got a motor and it fits in the garage, they're going to talk about it. Him and Benji doing their thing. Wednesday night is this show right here, What the Fuck News, with Jeff and I and Connor and Jaravishi sometimes. Sometimes Connor and Jaravishi. Jeff and I will pretty much always be here. Where if it's in the news and it makes us say what the fuck, we're going to talk about it. Thursday night is Talking Shit, and that's exactly what they're doing over there is they're talking shit. Make sure you tune in tomorrow afternoon, not tomorrow night, because we pre-recorded the show. Look out for the special guest, my little guy, the right-hand man, the champ junior, if you will, made his podcast debut, and he fucking killed it. Also, make sure you show him some love on that aspect. That'll be live 4 p.m. tomorrow instead of the normal 8 p.m. time on YouTube and Facebook and all that. Friday nights is Glick's House of Music. I'm hanging out with musicians, doing interviews, chit-chatting, and hanging out and having a good time. Saturday nights is Nonsensical Nonsense. It is the foundation of this network. We're doing what we do best. Unhinged, unapologetic, comedy-based, having a good time, hanging out. We throw a little twist on it. We call it the Open Door Challenge. We drop the link in the chatters box, and we dare you guys to come on in and hang out with us. We just ask you to turn your camera on, and please keep your pecker off camera. Sunday nights coming soon is a sports show hosted by Jaravishi. We're looking forward to that. Can't wait to make the announcement of when it's going to happen. We're all excited for it. It's going to be a great show. Jarvis is going to do a good job. He's going to be right in his fucking element, man.
I'm telling you, he's going to be awesome.
Striving and blowing up, doing what he does best. With that being said, we are everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Live Monday through Sunday on YouTube, Twitch, X, and Facebook. You can get into the chatters box and hang out with us and shoot the shit. And you can listen to us anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at, all at the Nonsensical Network, or simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. You've seen it down at the bottom of your screen all night. With that being said, I got Benj here with a little It's a Country Thing. And we'll come back with some closing thoughts.
And straight, it's a jacked up truck with a radio cranked. It's a good time and a good whiskey. Left hand smoke, man, cheapin' like a hippie. It's the way we talk, it's the way we sing. Yeah, baby, it's a country thing. It's a way of life, it's all we know. Deer hunting, bass fishing, and a rodeo. It's a radio crank with some tones and straight. Drinking cold beer on the tailgate. It's a southern drawl and a southern boy twang. Yeah, baby, it's a country thing. It's a country thing. It's a bonfire and a fifth of shine. It's some down home cooking and some homemade wine. It's a pretty little thing in them cut-off jeans. She looking like something from a magazine. It's worn out boots and them worn out jeans. Yeah, baby, it's a country thing. It's a way of life, it's all we know. Deer hunting, bass fishing, and a rodeo. It's a radio crank with some Jones and straight. Drinking cold beer on the tailgate. It's a southern drawl and a southern boy twang. Yeah, baby, it's a country thing. Well, life's all we know. Deer hunting, bass fishing, and the rodeo. It's a way of life, it's all we know. Deer hunting, bass fishing, and a rodeo. It's a radio crank with some Jones and straight. Drinking cold beer on the tailgate. It's a southern drawl and a southern boy twang. Yeah, baby, it's a country thing. Yeah, baby, it's a country thing.
Yes, sir. Ben's there with It's a Country Thing, baby. Appreciate y'all listening. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Before we take off, Jeffrey, is there anything you'd like to say before we leave?
Well, my new thing is, of course, these toasts that I found that I sent you. So raise your can there, sir.
I don't have a
And I
can.
got-
don't have a glass.
Well, raise your fucking glass then.
That's a Mountain Dew.
And I think this is going to be my staple for Wednesday nights. To the ones that love us, and the losers that lost us, and the lucky bastards that get to meet us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what the fuck news is. I see it.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
See you assholes next time.
Go fuck yourself, Seattle.